Another again, by the Con of Yahuah, allow us to be alive among the living. Give us opportunity to come in and get to the bar and get an understanding so we can be ready when this thing wrap up. The longer you live, the longer you keep seeing him, the more you keep seeing, the more you know we're getting closer to the end. We ain't getting closer to the beginning. So it's definitely time to start making reservation, making preservation. Make sure we got this thing right before it's over with. Isn't that right? One want to live, die, and that thing, you know, that's it. You're in the mosh pot, and you going down the Sheol. A lot of people don't take it as something serious now because you're living. When you're living, a lot of things don't seem like it's imminent. So people tend to find that as a disguise or an illusion or a cover to feel like it's going to keep going. The world can't keep going the way it is. I look on the news, they were showing floods and other places get ready to get hit with hurricanes. They getting brewing out on the other coast. There's a lot of damage. Mississippi, still talking about the water problem in Mississippi they've had for years. But at the same time, you got to realize with our people of color, how long you going to sit around and keep letting white people do you like that? That's just being honest. If you be honest, we got to bear some responsibility. They can say what they want to say. And not just in Atlanta, too. Every one of these cities, we allow them to do it. We don't get ourselves in position to control our destiny. We keep going to the white man, asking the white man. Now we asking Joe Biden to get involved. Joe Biden white. Joe Biden care about white people. Same thing with Trump. I don't know why we keep asking white people to fix our problem. You got to quit asking. Fix your own problem. It's a problem to you, right? Then you change it. You know, that's just being honest. That's really the whole thing come down to Mississippi. Mississippi is just one of the states that's similar to all of us. We keep counting on white people to fix a black problem. That's not white people's problem. It's not their problem. Why y'all think they in Taiwan helping Taiwan out? Taiwan is a vested interest. Why y'all thinking they helping out Ukraine? Ukraine is a vested interest. White people don't help our people that's not in their best interest. It's not in the best interest of white America for black people to be stable. Which part y'all don't get? It don't make sense. As soon as y'all get stable, what y'all want? Let me tell you. Better schools for your kids. Better paying jobs. Better communities. Representation. Leave y'all niggas sick, broke, and thirsty. Let you worry about how to get some water. Wait on me to bring you some water. That's the best thing they want you to do. I am looking at trying to find out, though, we can get a trailer loaded, try to how we can contact. I want to get in touch with Sean if he's watching, and the other one down there, see how we can send some water down there to help our own people. This is not no white people problem. That's a problem we need to fix. Let's get some relief in our people. Our people need to organize. We need to strategize. 80% so-called African-American Negro, we should have been fixed that problem. I don't know why we let, I've been against whites representing black people. It makes absolutely no sense. It makes no sense. I ought to go to China and run for office. I'm sure I'm electable. You know what they're going to look at me and say? Why would we bring him in office? I would be fair with them, but they got to be practical with themselves. He doesn't look like us. Does he understand our culture? Does he understand our religion? No. Does he speak our language? No. Why would he be representing us? We the only stupid people let everybody represented that don't look like us. I ought to go run for Mayor Alpharetta or Sandy Springs and see if they'll elect me. Why y'all think we got a black mayor in Atlanta? Because the population demographic in Atlanta was predominantly black. They put a black face there and white still running. See, white, it don't matter what. You can go put a Chinese man in president. It ain't going to stop nothing white America do. Because he'll still be controlled by. They're going to still work to their benefit. We are the only people that will let people represent us that don't look like us, nor do they know us or understand our culture. So I don't know how you can represent me honestly. On a mass scale, are you serious? Yeah, but I know, let's go ahead and blame it on the white people. It's the white people's fault. 80% predominantly black. Why black people hadn't changed it? Lazy, and they keep us divided. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a couple of things that hurt our people. In criticism, be honest. Nobody taught us. Let me tell you, what you talk about politicians? All politicians crooked. All politicians right. Well, won't you be one if you're honest and change it? Won't we put enough honest people in there to change it? Since we done proved that all the white ones are crooked, quote unquote, we know it's not every one of them, let's say a majority. Why are we still electing them? Why are we still letting them drag us to the point? Why are they still coming to our church and speaking to our black members? Doing some black dance, acting like some black Holy Ghost healed them. I done seen all this years ago. I seen Zell Miller, he come, them guy come, same lie. I want to stay. Ooh, I like that, man. I got to go, but I'm going to be back. You know when they came back? When it's time to be reelected. I never seen them come back. I've seen a lot of big name pot. They all got that same white judges. What we got to do, we got to change it. They all say the same thing. I really feel at home in here. Then the niggas get the clap. Wow, wow, wow. And you know what? I'm going to be back. They never come back. Never. I never see any of them come back. Never. People tell us lies because black people thrive off of lies. We go to places, see somebody claim, they're my cousin. We've been lying our whole life. Everybody your cousin. Lying about who you know. It's just all kind of stuff. They just build us up on lies, and they don't allow us to be able to actually walk and delegate the truth. It's a lot of things we need to educate our people on. To stop, I'm with complaining. You have a right to complain. You also have a right to change. Complain and no change don't fix nothing. Complain and change. Complain and change. That's what we got to do. Start letting them represent us. We don't need them. Listen, if they really want to fix their water problem, 80% of them need to get together and do something different. I don't know, what are we going to do? Anything beat what you've been doing. Because it don't make sense to keep begging a white man for the water for those 6 years. The fact they're going to do now tell me it's been 6 years and 10 years. So at what point do you change it? You move out and you have it, you do something different. This is the thing. We need more spotlight on what's going on in Mississippi. More people of color need to come together, and we need to change it. We need to fix it. We need to fix it. When we fix the water problem, we need them out of there. We need to wipe. Y'all can't stay here. You understand? If we're going to fix it, you can't be here. Don't legislate. You can't delegate nothing to us. You can't police. We'll handle it. If we fix the water problem, we don't need you. That's it. I don't need you. We're done talking. Well, I want to say partner with. I don't need no partner. This was your responsibility. This is your mess from the time you brought us here, and you effed us over, and now we're stuck with the water bill. We're done. No more business. That's how you fix it. End it. I'll fix it. Make no mistake. I have nothing else to do with you at that point. I'm not going to fix it and let you still rule over me. That's not going to happen. See, but nobody never came up with no intelligent solutions. Why is it we're wrong and we're saying, we can do business, we just can't have you rule over us? I'm not against doing business. Let me tell you something. Any black group organization says, don't do business with black people. First of all, they don't know nothing about business, okay? Listen, you see Russia, Ukraine, you see the NATO going against Russia. Guess what they're doing? Still trading. Because they ain't stupid. We already losing in the war. It don't make sense to lose every dime because after this, we still got to recover and do business. Let's go ahead and separate, but you still got to do business. We don't have a problem doing business. I just don't want to do the ruling over. Right. You good? I'm going to be over. You said, no, we ain't going to be able to do that one. We'll do business. We ain't doing that no more. I've been through that one. No. You ain't going to piss on me one time. They got that. End of that. But see, for whatever reason, black people think they don't do that. You don't realize you've already been the people running America. Yeah. America is only functioning because they just give you a white figurehead that gives you the responsibility, that puts you out to do all the work, and they sit back and delegate. Right. They put the title on their door. These white folks ain't never ran no America. Right. When they ran in the ground. That's right. Go look at the history story of them coming to America. From the time they got here, everything had been given to them, and they have taken, and they still managed to have, trillions of dollars of deficit because they are very bad business people. Yep. White people are not, because they never earned nothing. When you never earn nothing, you don't understand how to keep nothing. All they got to do is legislate a law to take it from you. Man, I effed up my money. Man, what I'm going to do? All right, we got a new bill coming out. We're going to legislate. Well, we're finna raise everybody's taxes. Now I'm finna come take all y'all money. And it look like I'm doing business. That's when they raise taxes and implement bills to take stuff from you because they F up everything. Tell them to show where they made a profit. Any business don't make a profit. Any fool will tell you supposed to close it down. It doesn't make a profit. Why are you still operating it? America has never made a profit except off the back of the so-called Negro and the brown people. Why are you letting these people delegate your money? Now when you work for 50, 40 years and retire, they kind of come up to give you $600 a month. Add up what they took from you and the interest on it. You think they took $600 from you a month and put it up and just let $600 a month spend? They invested your money, made money, flipped your money, screwed your money, effed up some people, made some bombs, sold some guns, stole some war, sold some drugs, and came back, here go your $600 a month. And you need to be careful because I find you got $1 over this, then we're going to take everything. Everything is at the state of taking it. Anything go on, I find out you working. If I find out you make over $100 a week, on top of that, you lose this $600 a week. Everything, that point, them pimped you out. You work. This is my money. Why? I'm against the whole principle. Why are you giving them your money? We should have been established something. You know, they say, people gonna F up their money. Let me see. I'm gonna F up my money. It's mine. They done F'd up my money. Who holds them responsible? Under Bill Clinton, Social Security had a $360 million surplus that Bill Clinton took and F'd up. Newt Gingrich fought him over that. They don't remember, a lot of they young. You remember that? They blasted him. He said, we got a 360. He said, you don't have no, he said, that's Social Security. He said, you don't touch that money. He said, that's a $360 million surplus. He said, that's Social Security. Don't touch it. You know what Clinton did? Y'all. He throws something like he gave it to the people. Rest of it, he snorted in their nose. Everybody know Clinton been snorting dope. He effed up. Look, Arkansas had water problem. You're from Arkansas. What good reputation he had when he was governing Arkansas? He was a terrible governor in Arkansas. Snorted dope. They caught his brother on tape, FBI. He told them, they're undercover. They making a drug transaction. He told them, need more than that. He said, my brother Bill a vacuum cleaner. FBI went to talk and said, your brother on tape saying you snort cocaine. They brought all that on the good bill. I ain't got time to answer these fools. Don't brush that stuff under the rug. They were like, this a sting. We got you on tape. The man saying you snort cocaine. Still your president. And then niggas, he the first black president, not Barack Obama. Only people of color could be so dumb. See, this is what they teach you. Anytime you speak out against this bars, you don't know what you mean, son. Something hitting you. You don't like this. Y'all know why he don't like this? Who know why? He hates America. He hates America. He's against the policy. He hates law enforcement. He's anti-American. He anti-freedom. He anti-establishment being established to help the people. That's the only reason why he's complaining. Why don't he just abide by the laws and follow the rules? See, he don't have a right to speak out. He's probably a member of one of them Black Lives organizations, you know, that hate America. How many of y'all ever know anybody member of Black Lives Matter? How many of y'all are member? Why do crackers keep going around saying every one of us a member of Black Lives Matter? Let me ask y'all this. How many of y'all have ever heard Black Lives Matter, heard of the group talking about killing white people? How is it we black, we ain't a member, we black, we don't know nobody, we black, we ain't never heard nobody, but white folk done heard all this chatter, Black Lives Matter want to blow up America and kill white people and take, well, how many of y'all heard them say they want to take from white people? Why do you buy this narrative from these white people? Wouldn't you hear it before them? When somebody, hey, bro, you black, you need to join up. We finna kill white people and take America. Nobody ever solicited you. No, how many of y'all been solicited to join? I'm so surprised. Why is it every time you hear the news, it's Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. How many of y'all heard them tell me they want to kill the police? How many of y'all ever seen them kill the police? When had the police can ever produce or evidence where they got written document where Black Lives Matter say they're going to kill the police? Let me see. But they got telephone calls and emails of white people from Trump people saying they're going to kill the FBI. Wow. Why aren't these people terrorists? You drop a bomb in front of the FBI building, you come up to the FBI with a nail gun and a gun, still we going to get, listen, Black Lives Matter still top of the page. Why are we listening to white people give us our news? What black news station we got? What's the report going to be on me? Coming from the white establishment. Who's going to hate me? Because let me see what Tony Smith took. Absolutely nothing from him. Tony Smith a free thinker. White people don't like when you free think. That's right. White people don't like when you have your own suggestive thought versus the one they give you. You don't have to agree. Because I don't agree with you don't mean I hate police or I hate America. I just don't agree with what you're doing. That's right. Why is you have one disagreement of something white people do, it runs out, oh, they're against law enforcement. Oh, they hate the country. Oh, they terrorists. But the people on January 6th didn't hate the country. They weren't terrorists and had bombs. Built a hanging noose and wanted to kill the vice president, speaker of the House, the top two people, number 2 and 3 in America ranking party, the head of Senate, everybody else they wanted to kill, and still we can't get these white. Let me see, 180 police officers were injured. And I got to listen to these crackers tell me how we need to support law enforcement. You injure 100, and some of the people can't go back to work. They so mentally messed up. From one day they got their behind whooped, they can't go back to work. When they get to fighting on the street with black folk, they go back to work quick. Ain't nobody injured, ain't nobody mentally distraught. These guys making so much money now from sitting off the clock. What your behind whooping wasn't even an hour. You ain't get trained better enough than an hour? I'm just being honest with you. Nobody want to talk about that though. Nobody want to talk about it. Black Lives Matter, everybody else, we get all of the hate. Nobody, how many times we get to hear about these 108 officers, they hide and cover it from them? When 108 officers ever been hurt, ever been injured in a black riot? You think white folk gonna let niggas hurt 180 police officers? People ain't even in the state gonna die. People black in other countries gonna die. You think they finna let some niggas hurt 180 police officers in one day and we still living? Only white folk can do that. Only white folk. And get released on your own personal recognizance. Judge released them to their parent and gave them a tongue lashing. You embarrassed your parents. Now I'm gonna send you home with them and you need to stand up. A judge gonna get me to stand up and apologize to my parent and I just whooped up 108 officers and give me a bond with no money. A grown person. All in America. All I'm asking for black people to do is time to separate. Separate, we can police ourselves, we can govern ourselves, we can educate ourselves, and let's just see who the dumb is. The only reason why your kids are quote unquote dumb and illiterate, look at the system. How, the people don't look like, how you think they're gonna educate you? You know what I want to do sometime? You ain't gonna believe it, Dane. Sometimes I look at you. It be on my heart to go to the zoo and sit down with a book and read to a monkey. I wonder why I wouldn't do that. Because I don't view the monkey as human. I don't view the monkey as having the capability to learn. So I will put absolutely no effort whatsoever into sitting down teaching a monkey how to read. Now, can somebody tell me what they call y'all niggas? Coon, jigaboo. That's just being honest. Don't get mad at them. This is because you allow it. You think white people gonna let me sit in an education institution and educate white people and I call them crackers? And cracker is not even a derogatory word. Cracker just means the one that's got the whip. That's right. They taught us it was derogatory. You do not have a derogatory word for white people. They get a shirt, they put on their truck, I'm a redneck. That's right. What word you got for them that's derogatory? Nigga don't know no better. Nigga so stupid. Yeah, I don't call them cracker. That's an insult. That's an insult to you, nigga. Right. That's an insult to you because you too dumb to know. That's one cracked the whip. They just tell you to go, let's get cracking. Who had the whip, you or him? That's why you called him the cracker. The white, when the niggas seen it coming, they would say, here come that cracker, because he had the whip, said time to get to work. So now we said, that's how we derogatory to him. We call him cracker. White man just smile. Still dumb niggas. Still know nothing. And this is why you still depleted. This is why you never get anywhere. Your dreams, ambition is doing what? I didn't even make it. Getting a job. That's a nigga, you know, nigga man come and say, how I'm doing? How am I doing? Man, nigga just trying to make it, man. Nigga trying to pay. Ain't that how y'all talk, white people? I'm just curious. Y'all ever met, you had white friends, you had white friends. You remember y'all ever come up, shake hands, and say, man, I'm just trying to make it, man, out here struggling. Man, they got me down. You know what I'm saying? You know how they got holding a white man down. This is why he laughed. That's funny. Listen, I want to help me. Tell them why that's funny. You couldn't imagine two y'all having that conversation, could you? Y'all niggas tell them how funny it is to y'all. Y'all never had that conversation. Y'all niggas tell them how y'all never had that. Y'all don't know nobody had that conversation. Nigga out here grinding, trying to make it. Trying to start them white folk faith. You ever had that? Man, trying to start these white folk faith. Tell them how y'all niggas never had no conversation like that. Nobody y'all know had no conversation like that. They know it. And I appreciate you for doing that. I ain't put on the spot. I'm trying to teach you this is where they keep you at. This is your association with the people you deal with. This is the mentality of the people you deal with. It's hide and get away like a slave. Yep. You ain't no slave. You're a man. That's right. You're a woman. You ain't got no business trying to duck and hide and get out nobody's way. That's right. Anything, get out your damn way. That's right. Damn is the Aboriginal word for blood. It's not a curse word, as you want to call it. Still wouldn't be cursing. Cursing is to pronounce something upon somebody. Nobody never taught us. That's why we're so dangerous to ourselves. They left us to our own devices, our own ideology. That's why we're so destructive. That's why we're so hateful toward one another. That's why we can't work together. Because we've compiled so much hate from our oppressor, and instead we know we can't turn on him. You can't go and put your anger and your hate on him. That's not even a question. All these nigga gangs we got stay where? Beverly Hills, Buckhead. You said in Alpharetta and Sandy Springs? Where they stay at? Right there where they oppress what color people? Tell them to leave that neighborhood and just trot on down somewhere else and see what happens. Trot on there and increase the crime in Alpharetta. Trot on your behind up there and start taking over Beverly Hills. They already know what's happening. In it, one day stoppage. One day they shut down and gun down. They'll let them keep oppressing you so your eyes stay off of them. See, they bring the people in here. Listen, there's no gang existed without police and government help. How hard is it to catch them? Let me see. Police they train you to watch suspicious stuff, correct? They train you to look at people, certain things you catch out of the ordinary. You pick up certain things. Even when a person drive, they weaving. Certain this stuff they teach you, so it becomes almost innate. You know what I'm saying? Innate. It's just something you just pick up on. You just spot stuff. Guy got a coat on. He walk around aisle. He turn around like this. You see what it is? What it is? Stealing. Oh, I don't pick that up. You pick all that up? Guy driving down the street. He keep going over the line, then he kind of ease back over. What is it? He impaired, he on drunk. How y'all picking this stuff up? Y'all got police? Y'all got been in some kind of special battalion police training? So when I see these guys with all blue on and they got crip on him, they dance like this right here. What it did? What it did? What my training tell me? Citizens? Voters? Politicians? It don't even make sense. Don't you know these people employ these people to put these people here? They need these people. It makes no sense. How you pick up all these other trades, but you can't pick up everybody with red got blood on it? How you not pick this up? There are a lot of these people, even from the Hispanic gang. See, every one of our people being oppressed. They don't leave. Listen, every poor people is oppressed by their own. Now look at the Hell's Angels and look at the Mongols. Who they oppressing? White people? You don't notice this? You don't notice there's nobody oppressing white people? Nope. These are white gangs. Why they not oppressing white people? They don't believe in that. Why they don't drive their motorcycles to Beverly Hills and as crazy as they try to portray, why they don't go and do it to their own people? They oppress black poor people, make us sell drugs for them. They punk us in prison, just like they do the Hispanic. We are their dummies. At some point, you got to cut loose from these people. Go ask yourself, find out who oppressed white people. When white people don't like somebody that oppress them, no hand. They don't like your policy. White people go march and get in front of your house. White people coming from you. Y'all saw when they didn't like when they overturned that Roe versus Wade, white boy drove a cab right with U.S. Marshals sitting in front of the house, got out, bags full of guns, and walked in. Listen, I'm trying, a cab just pulled up right here at the house I'm going. White boy gets out with some bags, start walking down the street. Nothing alerted them to come out the yard to stop for a second. Let me stop for a second. What you got in the bag? Right. You just got a cab right here. Where you going to? The cab should have dropped you. Why didn't some kind of police special battalion kick in? Right. This is a white boy with guns, his right, and he's a minor. What did he do wrong? Do y'all know how they caught him? How many of y'all don't know? Raise your hand. He wasn't caught because he got a cab with bags with guns in them. He walked up and down the street, called his sister, told his sister he was getting ready to kill this judge. His sister convinced him, don't kill him, you need to turn yourself in. He went and told him what he was getting ready to do. And now they look like we stopped the plot. If a nigga had gotten a cab and he had nothing on him, he'd have been shot. You don't understand how many investigations he'd have been on for get out of a cab right there? If he'd have rode in the cab, they'd stop the cab. I'm protected because the man got death threat. I got to stop anything coming down the street, especially if you get out in front of the house. This is the system we got. See, white people always going to get better benefit than you're going to get. The woman they killed at the Capitol, the white woman coming through the door, officer shot him, they want him fired. They said he killed a war veteran. She was a veteran from our military. And this woman died. She was killed. She was killed. She was shot because she broke the law and she was coming out to kill somebody else. White people still get benefit of the doubt. She's still a war hero and a veteran. You think they acknowledge a nigga been in the military, he did something like that? They'll tell me, man, rip that nigga file up.
Yep.
That nigga was never in him.
Yep.
Dishonorable. And if he got in the accommodation, rip him up.
Yep.
They'll never let you die with that. Isn't it just something on some paper? Only white people do it to you. So I say to the people in Mississippi, let's fix your water. I'm willing to put some money in to help. I ain't gonna do no talk. I ain't gonna put on white. It ain't on white people. I say all us niggas need to do it. Niggas need to fix their own problems. Let's stop. That's how you fix. That's your wife will say, we don't work with you. Every time you fix our problem, it get worse. Yep. Every time they fix it, let's fix the water. Let's fix our own problem, and let's tell them, y'all done. Y'all done. We don't have nothing up front. We'll police it. We'll take care of it from him. What, Mississippi already ranked what number? What, 48 in literacy? 50 now? That's only because who been grading? I'm white. Let me grade your paper. What you think I'm gonna put on now? You ain't gonna be smarter than me, nigga. The test gonna work against you. That's not even your language, your culture. How many of y'all gone to college or in college? How many of y'all were taught about etymology coming up in high school? How about college? One or two heard it. One or two probably more or less heard it. You dealt in the subject matter you were dealing with, probably came across. But for the average of us, we didn't know nothing about no etymology. Nobody told to look at origin, source, when a word was said. We assume that word always been here, and that's what it's always been. We didn't know you could change a word later. So you beat me every time on a test. Because you'll test me on something that you didn't even teach me about. So what's going to happen when I take the test? Then they give him a chance to say, I'm illiterate. You need some special training. They don't have none of these literacy classes that are going to help you get literate. They'll help you keep you illiterate. They're going to dumb you down and take you back before you get in a while. Every now and then somebody cycle and beat it. You're not going to beat their system. It's not set up to help you. You help too many people get literate and get functional, this the problem you got. Who going to pick up this trash? Right. Okay. Who gonna go to McDonald's? You need people to be illiterate. You need people to drop out. You need failures and you need felons. These are the people you're going to use your menial work. You get black people out here and you don't have no criminal record and you're literate and you know how to do these different things, it hurts white people. That means somebody white got to go do it. Okay, I can see how you want to. Go ahead and fool yourself, people. You ain't illiterate for no reason. You're illiterate because that's how the system designed it to be. That's how white people can sleep and feel better about themselves. See, I don't feel better about myself because I see a man down. I feel better about myself because I help a man get up. I learned their system and realized how these people operate. You're only a victim to it because you don't know. Nobody never told you. You've been told to cycle through and you do what you do till the day you die. Our older people that came along, you remember the retirement plan your dad had when he grew up? He was thinking about he set himself up for his own Social Security. You remember that? Because he didn't have one. He was taught to do the same thing that his poor parents did and their poor parents did. Poor parent. Set and you work until you die. That's the system. Once our people do reach retirement, they get down, the average is just ready to die. Please tell me why the air is off. Thank you. Please give me a little air in here if you would. I thought I had gone and left and went to Mississippi. The state of Mississippi, all of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Arkansas, all of them had done nothing but rape black people. North Carolina. All of them did more black people dead in these states. It's ridiculous. That's why all of them suffering. Every one of them got to suffer. Too many of us dead. Too many buildings sitting on the top of our grave. These old decrepit crackers been dead since the 1800s. Most of y'all don't know, after 100 years you've been dead, you could build on top of them. Okay. You can bury on top of them. You've been dead 100 years, you can bury on top of them. You know what they do? Go look at them. You see them crackers been dead since the 1800s. Anybody touching them tombstones? Them crackers sacred. Go tear Wall Street building down. You know who's sitting there in the parking lot? Nigger bodies. Those are nigger graves. See, they make a law to justify why they do what they do to you. They keep them old white folks. How many of y'all didn't know that 100 years they could build on top of you? Let me ask you a question. Why would you know? Why would you need to know? So why are these white folks sitting out here with these 1800s on their grave? We should have been built on top of them. After all, it's the law. See, they implement it when it's for you. Got it? When it's against them, white people, let them go. Give them a pass. That's the system. If they did the same justice that they do to white people they do to you, it'd be just as many white people in prison that would be black. It's the fact that most of them, their parents and uncles and aunties are judges, chief of police, commander. One of ours will be a part-time police. He can't do nothing for you. See, white folk, when they get a black one, he'll be a police for the rest of his life. White man comes straight in the door, he hitting sergeant, lieutenant, captain, he moving up in Brad, he bringing them in. He bringing in relatives, putting them in so he can keep it lily white. Watch how many black ones stay on the street. They'll keep a low rank, don't do nothing. We'll be like, man, ain't worried about it. Get all that stuff, you got to do paperwork, all that pressure on you. It's so much pressure, only white people take the job. How much pressure you think I was on the street? Stop the wrong white person. Screw up, you the one got to hit the door, walk in, and make a quick decision on whether you shoot or don't shoot, kill or be killed. That white boy sitting at home. That white boy sitting on vacation. That white boy sitting up in a high-ranking office. He ain't going to no call. When he come out on the call, it's called the cameras out there. He a police spokesman. They don't teach us to elevate. They teach us stay where you at. Man, you want to be? Man, you don't want to be up here. Man, you come up here. Man, it's rough up here. All the pressure you deal with. You look around, you trying to figure out, I ain't never seen that cracker leave and go nowhere. Right. All the pressure on me, the rain, hot, with all this vest on, all this junk, running, chasing folk. White man ain't chasing no. Look at that belly. When the last time he chased somebody? White boys ain't done nothing. Most of them got a pair when they went to academy. Academy just got rougher now for them because too many white boys got beat up. White boys ain't went through. They ain't fooling me. No white boys ain't went through and done nothing. No more than they went in the military and done nothing. White boy, the first one they snapped out the field and put them inside. They don't see them white boy get. Am I lying? They'll put, listen, them white boys got they out there in that field and started crying, and they pulled them out and put them inside, gave them paperwork. You know what them boys in charge of doing? Giving medals to their white boy friends. You let a white boy come back and tell their friend, yeah, I shot me by $3. You did. Man, you got accommodation coming. Oh, when I see a white boy don't come, that stuff don't impress. I already know. Your friend got it for you. I already know how they got them. Who told y'all about American Sniper? I told y'all about American Sniper when I seen him. When I looked at that movie, I said, that's a comedy. Couldn't sleep. He need to go back and fight again. You get out that hellhole, and I'm going back. I can't sleep. I got to get out here and go back over again. Sure you did. Sure you did. Then you so dumb, all this special battalion training, Navy SEAL, who don't know you don't walk in front of somebody to a target, they got a gun in their hand. Right. You tell me all your training, 3 tours, ain't taught you don't walk in front of a gun? There's somebody who already fidgeting around behind you in the car with a gun. Nothing told you to stop that truck out the rip. This don't tell you nothing. He too antsy. He has no business with this gun, and I'm going to go here. He got a gun. What's wrong with him? I don't know. Let's just change the target. He acting crazy. He got the gun, and I get shot. Jesse Ventura told y'all about him. After I told him, he said, I slapped him. He said, wasn't nothing to him. Y'all remember Jesse told y'all that? Jesse Ventura said, I slapped that joke. That joke ain't did nothing. But see, listen here. The fact they let all them folks in Texas sit up on the bridge, all the folks marched down here and did all this stuff. It done gave me accommodation. They ain't taking them back. All this ring gave it, wired the flag, everybody got this stuff. They let them white boys keep it. All these black folk done risked their life, drug these white boys out these hole, helped these white boys, they were crying in these hole. We get absolutely nothing. You get back here and you get a job. Them white boys don't never work. Them white boys get all kind of pension. They get book deals, movie deals, everything. His family ain't never got to work again. Now, I'll tell you the truth. What's that movie Denzel Washington made with that black boy? Antoine Fisher. Another lie. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad. He look at all these white boys lie. I'm going to lie about my story too. I ain't mad at him. I'll send a check to him. Where you stay at? He ain't told no more lie than white boy done told. He ain't even claim to kill nobody. So I done killed a guy who's supposed to be in the Olympics for shooting. I done killed him. Man, just stop all this lying. How the Olympics got involved? So what? I'm just curious. You're a terrorist. How you sign up for the Olympics? How do you sign up to be in the Olympics? And you're a terrorist. I can't get on these people lie to save my life. They'll tell us, and the only thing with black people, we don't have a brain. Nobody, do y'all know nobody is actually working for our betterment to tell us the truth? Nobody really cares about us. Our own people sit around and let people make a fool. Some of these people should come out and stop this foolishness. Tell me, y'all stop this line to these people. So I'm interested. We need to try to look at what we could do. Because we got trucks, we got trailers. I don't need no white man to give us no trailer. I don't need no white man to volunteer no truck. Let's not get white people. We don't need no truck. We don't need no trailer from white folk to do it. This is something we can do ourselves. For people of color who want to do this, and it's just to show our people we can do it, and we don't need to put federal government on the trailer. We don't need to put federal government and FEMA on the side of the truck. We own trucks. We own trailers. We can do this ourselves. Our people thirsty. Our people hurt. We don't need to wait to nobody white to tell us, get together and call us and let us come out with the news and let us do. We already heard the news. The news already lied on us enough. We can do this ourselves. So those in Mississippi, you're interested, y'all trying to get some water out there, give me a call. Go to my, no, do this. Email me. Email me saying, Preacher Man, y'all can put up Preacher Man, HS at netscape.net. That's a new email. They just come out with it. netscape.net. Preacher Man, HS, Harry Sam, HS at netscape.net. We try to look at what we do by getting that water down there. It need to cost us something, because it's our fault. As soon as a nigga get out, get a college degree, make something, we don't even help our own people no more. We always wait, what the government doing? Talking about the same one that brought you here as a slave. They doing the same thing. What you thought they were going to do, bring you here as a slave and let you go? They keep you a slave. Joe Biden and Trump, none of them guys, anytime you see an old white man running for office, man, you running for segregation. He got him a segregation, depression. Remember rhetoric and lie. Why old white man got, listen, what you think that man, in the time he grew up, what position you think a nigga was in? Equal? These guys can tell them straight. You know, when they tell them, I too, growing up, had a black friend. That's all I need to hear. Had a black friend. That's all you had. All these niggas here, you ain't had but one. Just stop it. I don't hear no food street like that. One time, a black woman needed a quarter, and I gave it to her. That's all I need to hear. I'm sure that the quarter you stole $1. So you still got 75% of her money. Just stop it. Just stop it. I'm just sick of it. We don't need to hear that. We don't need no more talking. If you for us, let's do what you're supposed to do. Let's do right. We ain't asking white people, give you good, give it. Just do what's right. What's wrong with telling people to be fair? Hispanic people, Asian people, American people, black people, whatever you call yourself, Indian people, everybody just be fair with each other. You can't do people right, leave them alone. And I feel that under the current condition, how things been done, we ain't been done right. It's time for us to leave you alone. That's right. What would tell a woman she was getting beat up by her husband? Rashida here, let's use our hypothetical. Ernie beating her up. He choked. I'm telling you how that he beating her up. He taking her money. He mistreating and call out her name. How many are cool? How many women here, how many men here would encourage her to stay there and try to fix and make it work? I'm disappointed with y'all. You should be. You're a nigga. You've been here, and you ain't had enough sense to leave your situation. Why would you be trying to encourage her to leave hers? Oh, that's tight. They didn't want to hear that one either. I don't say what we're going to tell her. What we're going to tell her? You can do better than that. You deserve better than that. You should leave. You shouldn't let nobody treat you like that. I ain't in no position when I stay in here, and they treat me worse than Ernie treating you, hypothetically. See, you ain't even offer no advice to nobody. You ain't in no position. They don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like that. People don't like the truth. People don't want the truth told to them. Our young people, y'all got a better chance. I palau for these young people, which is the Abari word. They use pray. Palau means asking. I palau for y'all young people. Please don't be dumb like us. My generation, just dumb. Dumb, lazy, and sorry. That's it. My generation, listen. They just dumb, lazy. Don't listen to them. They ain't going to do nothing. They don't care about nothing. They keep thinking white people supposed to bail them out. Not even a white man to bail me out. It's my situation. You put me in it. I know you ain't going to get me out of it. Right. Anything you do to me is going to put me deep in the hole, or I'm going to be more indebted. He came along and gave all them SBA loans, and they ain't going to come now, therefore more indebted. Yep. That man ain't never help you. Just stop it. It's time you start helping yourself. It's time you to start looking for other people to do for you and do for yourself. I ain't waiting on no Chinese people to come in here and do nothing for me, no Russian people, no Ukrainian people, nothing else. Ukraine should get the help they're getting. They're white. Why wouldn't they get that help? Why wouldn't they be stuck around and now another, 3-point-something billion giving to go? What is it, 14 more billion going over there? But ain't got no money for reparation. Man, don't y'all know reparation will bankrupt this country? I can give Ukraine over $70 billion in cash, and then weapons, on top of that weapons, I done gave away, I can't even count. I done gave away so many vests, I just realized I ain't got enough vests for my own soldiers. That's how big they hard on for white people. When it come to niggas, we do inventory. We just simply don't have enough. It's just not enough money there, Billy, to help these niggers. See, inventory, they come to white folk, man, they open the heart up to them. Man, where we care about guns and Billy, I having enough. Why did we get another war and somebody kill us because we run out and we ain't got enough Billy? We got to help white people. All I'm telling you to do, open your heart up like that for us. Open your heart up like that for us and just be fair with us. That's all I'm asking them. But see, they don't want to talk like that. Black people don't want to talk like that. You think I'm too stupid to talk to white people. I'll be your best proponent for you.
Yes, sir.
I'll be the best person to go and talk to you and tell white people straight. First of all, your mama. Yeah. When I want that off the rip. You got to swing first. Your mama. That's cool. For any comment they come up with at that point I don't like, you heard what I said when I start out, right? So I can keep moving from now. I don't want to throw your mama in later. Put it on the table right there. All holes barred. Your mama. Now we start talking. By the time they process that, I'm laying down what we're going to be doing. You don't ask, you make it known. Okay, that's all right, that's all right. How many of y'all went to school, elementary, high school? How many of y'all grew up with your parents in the home? What your parents tell you when somebody do that to you? Hit them back. How long you been done like that by them? Where it go now? Pray, son, no, pray, son, pray. Why my parents teach me to pray in school? Are y'all with me? Why all of a sudden, why I got to pray don't get hit? What they told me in school getting hit? Hit them back. What they told you, don't let nobody do what? Be hitting on you. He don't like, pray, get ready to hit me back. Pray. No, son, violence in the answer, pray. What? We elementary kids, why my parents wouldn't teach me to pray for a kid, but they going to teach me to pray for a grown, rusty adult beating on me? So they know as a kid you can't inflict with so much damage. But as an adult, see, your mind is mature. You might go further. Hit me back, he might look at, I really need to fix the problem. And it's bigger than him hitting me back. He might look at, really, I just need to get rid of that problem. Yeah. That'll end that. Because he going to look at, it's some more people like me that think like I do who will come do this. So now his process, it might be as an adult, if he take me out, it's some more people that look like me, that act like me, that process things like me might look at saying, well, he probably ain't the guy I want to be hitting on. I probably want to leave him alone. So what they do to teach you so he doesn't do that, now you teach him to pray. As a child, you teach him to hit back. Don't let other kids be pushing on you and hitting on you. He come home, your kid come home, to me, it's just an element. She come home and tell you, Mommy, this kid took my stuff. What you say? Well, let him have it, just pray, because the Lord give it. Why wouldn't you say that? You come up there, no, you don't let nobody take your stuff. That's yours. Y'all nigga done lost your neighborhood and your housing. You done lost your dignity and your self-respect. Won't you go take it back? Pray. Pray. What changed? Why would she as a parent, I'm just using as a representative, why would we as parents tell our kids, don't let nobody take nothing from you, don't let nobody be putting their hands on you because, let me see, because they ain't your mama and your daddy. So the white folk that whooping up in your behind, these be your mamas and your daddies. The nigga don't have a brain. He don't process things well. So now the narrative becomes when you decide to stand up and you decide to defend yourself, because as you were taught as a child, nobody shouldn't be putting their hands on you, ain't your mom and your daddy. Nobody shouldn't be taking your stuff because it belonged to you. Now as an adult, you need to pray. And let God handle it. Now, there's no parent I know that teach their kid that in school. To pray and let God handle it. At worst, they would tell them, at least go and tell an authority who can change it. Yeah. What do you do? Water cooler talk? Yeah. Draw some little cheap sign? Won't you go to an authority that's in position to change it? Only reason the teacher get involved a lot of times, they got to look at the thing, whether they believe right or wrong, whatever. They got to look at it's some administrators over them. This stuff go to the board, and they can wind up being a job issue. See, white people look at, there's nobody to go over them. Who you gonna go to? Let's be honest. What if a teacher don't want to get involved now? Hypothetical, he having to be a school teacher. I call him, listen, in your class, my son's in your class, his stuff got taken by another student. He's been hit by the student, and I emailed you, I texted because you gave me a number, and he's like, well, I'm busy, I ain't got time to do that. He got somebody go, I'm going to the principal. If the assistant principal had that, I need to talk, and I'm gonna show, listen, I've talked to him about this. He knows about this, and somebody gonna get involved. I don't find enough, I can go to the board. We're going to get people involved, or we're going to get their problem fixed and rectified, and we have to get you out of him. So who does the nigga go to? I need y'all help. Who does the nigga go to? He goes to the person that strikes and hits him, and what do you expect? Woman getting raped. Instead of calling the police, won't you just try to work it out with the raper? Hello? You trying to tell me, hold on for a second, I don't know. I got any women in him. So let me get this straight. Y'all hear me? So let me get this straight. If you getting raped, being raped, or been raped, and the victimizer is there, you're telling me that you can't work it out with them? You can't resolve that situation between you and the raper? That you need to get someone else involved in order to fix that situation? And you don't need to pray for that raper and love that raper? But you can love white people in America that rape you and take you and beat you and abuse you. Even a woman being raped got advocates that come in and support her to help. They ain't even been raped, or someone have been raped. Come in and say, we want to make sure that every inch of the law is implemented on this dirty bastard. Where is your advocates? Where are the people that come in with you to help and work? If you don't have money, they'll put pressure on the DA to make sure this get done. Let them know you won't have that job come this election. That bastard better not get no probation, better not walk. They'll pay for a attorney to come in and work with them, whatever got to be done. Say, some got to be done. And it's going to be a vindication for women everywhere. When has the nigga got vindication? Does he care? Hello? Vindication clears you. This is why it's okay to kill you and beat you and rape you and maim you and hang you and hate you and miseducate you and misdiagnose you, because you're guilty. This is what they got. Court of law. They think the court of law just set up to convict. The court of law is also set up to vindicate. It's also set to vindicate and clear my name. If I was arrested for a heinous crime that I did not convict, the court overturning it, or the judge coming in throwing it out, or the jury coming in saying not guilty, is a clear sign of saying I have been vindicated. These cases have been brought up before a judge and before an impartial group that they're going to call supposed to be impartial group of a jury who sat here and heard and said, no way, didn't happen. Vindicate me. No matter what you think at that point, I've been vindicated. Why do you think it's okay to do what they do to you? When a person is a felon, you know what happens when a person is a felon, why they want to target as a felon? You lose certain rights. See, what the founding father put together for white people, they had what they call inalienable rights. These are rights we don't give you, already belong to you. That's right. That's what inalienable is. Most people don't. Those are rights belong to you. Let breathe. You can't breathe, you're a nigga. I don't control that. Right. I don't control that. Right. I have nothing to do with him breathing. That's his right to breathe. There are certain things that are just given to you I have nothing to do with. That's yours. But if I can get you arrested, convicted, now it comes under control of. Certain things can be delegated and ready and can be handled now, because now he has a conviction on his record. He can't just be going around breathing like y'all or other niggas. You know, the 2 or 3 black people in the whole world ain't done nothing wrong. He lost a lot of these rights now. And I can hold this over his head for the rest of his life. There's certain things he can't even apply for. There's a job. Get ready to file to applicate for this job. Ho. You been arrested. No, son. Put that down, nigga. That ain't for you. He lost that right. You can see them signs, apply, hiring. You can go and you can do it. But I set up to make sure this nigga can't get it. I took that right away from him. Because I stuck it up on he's a convicted felon. So you have to be vindicated otherwise. See, when that work, and when they do finally catch a white man and finally do convict him and he get caught up with that nigga sentence that you got, that you can't file them papers, then I can, if I step on, say hypothetically you stepped on my shoes. I can't be mad at you. Matter of fact, I'm going to pardon you for that. Hello? I pardon him for that. I'm not going to hold that against the man for stepping on my shoe. Everybody else I might do it, but I pardon him. That's what white people, you know, sometimes you walk by, pardon me, please. Huh? Pardon me, if you would. Y'all ever heard that in conversation? See, you said in conversation, white people say it on paper. The governor can pardon him. So if he get caught with some nigga charge because some other judge come up with some old stuff about fair and equal treatment and he don't see color, then if you would, pardon me, please. See, just like Donald Trump told y'all he gonna do, he get elected, all them white folk that wanted January 6th. All of them. All of them. And one of them, they responsible for killing a police officer. He said, I'm going to, pardon me, please. Why nobody don't pardon you, nigga? Huh? When the nigga decide he want to, come on through him. See if I add me to pardon. Come on. Come on through him. Come on through him. What you supposed to say? Pardon me. Nigga, get it back out my face. You serious? Nigga, get back to your cage, you monkey. Let no monkey do him. They're for white folk. That's how they treat you. You'll try it. It don't work for you. That be honest. Why you keep going to church, going to synagogue, going to mass, going to mosque, going to these people and everybody lying to you? That ain't no conversation for no nigga. You look down on, you hate it. And you know you're responsible for making yourself. You're not. There's a superior being that made all of us. And I'll be honest, I've hated at times. I hate it. I don't hate them. I just hate the way they operate. And if you don't be emphatic about how you feel or demanding about your cause, don't expect nobody else to. That's just being honest. You know what we'll do? We'll get riled up. Hypothetically, one will get shot. Somebody black. When I say one, oh, injustice. Oh, come on, we get to go. It don't take long. Weekend come, a football game, basketball game come, or a party, or some kind of smoke out fest. Man, I got to go. Come Monday morning, we're going to work. Now, we cut the food. We just got off Friday. We got Saturday, Sunday, because we ain't going to church. That's screwed now again, not to go to church. But by that late that night, Monday got to go to work, that march over with. We'll try to pick it back up when we get off. I'll show up Monday, Tuesday, but we ain't got no justice now. In 4 days, I've been with y'all. I'm done with this one. Till the next nigga got shot. Because it's getting old. It's been 4 days. So at this point, we got to move on. Life too short to keep being bothered with this. See, you got a small brain that don't allow you to remember. That's because he put so much on you. It's hard for you to remember. That's just like kids with sight where I know my baby girl, I call her mama. That's my little mama. That's the only little granddaughter I got. But anyway, I call her mama. She do sight words every week. I guarantee you take her back to the first week, show them words she ain't going to remember. Because it's not a constant. You constantly keep loading her mind with new information. The more you keep loading her mind with new information, certain information has to start being deleted. And that's what they do to us. They keep loading you with stuff a lot of time. As you keep going, you keep getting more and more and more. You'll remember something, but there's a lot of things you'll forget. And that's what they count on you to do when it comes down to issues. Keep overloading you with more stuff that you'll eventually, I forgot about that one. You know what? I forgot about that one. That's how they do you. They loading you down all the time. How many times you take an exam? How many of y'all remember find an exam for school and some stuff you sit there, you can swear to God you ain't never seen that stuff, they ain't teach you. I mean, and the teacher, you be like, and you ask somebody, you remember that? I don't know. They're like, yes, I did. They're like, think of how much you don't learn in the course of a semester. When we was in elementary, wasn't no semester. That was just the whole year. You know how much you don't learn? In what is 180 days? And you think I remember that? I don't remember that. You spend more time saying, damn, just stuck that stuff. We ain't never went over that. It's just, I've overloaded you with so much stuff. It's just not possible for the human mind to contain all of it. A lot of times we don't keep regenerating the mind, going back over to make sure we process it, we hold the information. You can know something for a short period of time and you forget if you don't use it. I'm just trying to tell you. When I was coming on elementary, when they gave us spelling word, Monday we write them down. Tuesday we looking them up. By Wednesday we using them in a sentence. So they did so many things to make sure you became familiar with the word. Not only you know how to spell it, but you were familiar with the word. Because you looked the word up, now you learn what the word is. Now I want you to write a sentence with all of your spelling words. To try to make sure you became more accustomed with it and how to use the word. But a lot of times we did stuff, even when I did it, I didn't really realize what I was doing. So you can do something and still not realize what you're doing. If people commit a crime, I could come right now and shoot carry, depending on what drugs I've been on or what happened or what happened in my mind. It could be ruled in court that I wasn't really conscious when I done it. Even though I took the gun, loaded, and came and I did it, it could be proven with the right person, represent me, and the right expert to testify that I really was not conscious when I did it. So this can't happen in school. I can load a gun, come and shoot this man, and the right attorney and the right expert could come in and testify that I really wasn't in the proper state of mind when I did it. So because you're in school and you're looking at words and you're going over and looking them up and you writing them and using them in sentence, are you really conscious of what you're doing? I'm trying to help them out, man. Because everybody keep thinking, you know this. You don't know something. People just learn to follow orders. And that's bad sometimes. You tell, it be police, it be people, soldiers, other people that tell you, you just do what I told you. Wow. I question you because I had some question about it. I had some doubts about it, reservation. I had hesitations about it. I wanted to make sure I was clear in what you were asking me to do and make sure I had no conviction. Or I had conviction, and I wanted to see that what you tell me was logical enough to overtake what my convictions were. You just follow orders. Wow. Don't even think. See, people do it all the time. People don't want to deal with the truth. Religion is a good way to just cover up everything you want to do. You just stick it on the religion. If there's something wrong, stick it on the religion. If it's your right, stick it on the religion. I don't want to just cover up something. I want to know why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I want the right to be able to think and be me. Choices I make, I want to be my choices. It's because this is what I want to do. Being here, coming here to hear the word, decide to be saved, ain't something somebody pressed upon me to make me to do. It's something I came up and it was logical. It was the best conclusion based off of where I was going and the state I was in. It works for me. You got it? And in doing that, it gave me a clarity to go back and examine all the things I'd done and to realize you really didn't know what you were doing. I've done a lot of stuff in my life. That's crazy. That's stupid. You did it. That's not stupid. It's because you didn't really know how to process. Nobody told you how to process. Hello? When these people process stuff, they take it in a chemical and they go through certain tests. They don't just take it again, walk in the room, walk out. No, they take it through certain tests. They make sure it's done a certain type of way, and they present it back out to you, and they let them know it's processed. So for us, we never had an opportunity to take what they've given us and go and process it. We've only taken it, and we just followed orders and claimed we processed it, and we didn't really know. And you don't have a dog in that fight. You didn't have a voice in that fight. And we got to raise our young people to have a better mind. Teach them to learn how to question. You can question without being disrespectful. You don't ask grown folks. That's what they told you, and that's why you the dummy you are. How else I'm going to know if I don't ask? Wow. You don't ask me to go. We had one time years ago, a guy came, he asked the bishop, he had just walked, asked the question. He had told them they were doing something, that they were going to not practice the choir inside of the sanctuary anymore. They was going to start, the choir was going to practice in the basement, and he had just walked in, and he asked, excuse me, Bishop, I want to say I just came in and said, was that what you were saying that we were going to be practicing it? And he cut that joker down, cut him down. Told him his elders had been there, said that I had to pull him off you for asking me questions. So he was pretty hurt. People were pretty hurt, but they looked at you and asked, how is he going to know? He just want to know what happened. If you walked in, you just heard the end of something. I didn't know where it started at. And he made that known, and he knew he just walked in. It's just the fact he didn't want to be questioned, because when he explained it back over, he'll realize he really didn't have a reason for it. He just needed people to follow it. And sometimes people, I don't want to be questioned. You need to know. See, this is what I harp. My affectionate attachment to Yahuah is the fact he allows me to know. It ain't because he said so. It's for a benefit. That's what we're looking for, a benefit. People used to look for jobs for benefit. Years a slave, we work, no benefit. Then people start working, they start to leave from the slave mind, start working to get benefit. Then you around your benefit just trapped you in. They're like they were giving you something that you actually created for yourself, because they didn't give it to you if you didn't have a job. So he said, I need a job with, because that take care of me. They give them to you? It come out your pay. These benefits are not just given to you. You work and I cut your pay and I take money you should have been making to pay for your benefit. But in your mind, your job comes with benefits. Everything's scam. It just looks good on the surface. Just looks good on the surface. You want to get your job because at least you'll have your 401k, and 401k you have your retirement. And how exactly the 401k work? Take money from your check. and put your money into investment. The same thing, you can go down to Charles Schwab, you can go down to Edward Jones, you can go to Merrill Lynch, any one of these places, and you can take part of your own money and put it up and build your retirement. And the problem is because I ain't got time. Let them do it. And the people who you give your money to will tell you, if you call in and you want to make change and move your money, you ask them, say, what do you think? What are they going to tell you? They say, I'm not a licensed stock broker. They say, you need to come in, you need to make a schedule and talk to them. I cannot give you any advice. So all you're doing is winging and praying. Nobody never taught us how to think for ourselves. See, everything we got, we feel like we had to be on them in order to have it. So how did we make it when we got from slavery? What we had, Medicare? Social Security? Social Security not even old enough. So how were people surviving before that? How did we manage to have rich, wealthy black people before Social Security?
Right.
Hello? How do we have blacks to go to college? They'll tell you about these black people on here, they impress you. We have blacks been in university before you know about these niggas here in those late 60s and 70s. How they managed to do it without the Negro College Fund? Hello? Charles Drew was NAACP. How did he get the NAACP money? Who did it? National Negro College Fund paid for him to go to college. How did these people manage to do it and become doctors? Surgeons. How did these people do it? See, all they do is pump people in front of your face that are going through their system. And these people are used to program you to make you follow the same program. When they'll do that, they'll make a person, use that person, and make them symbolism to the nigga, and the nigga think that's their story. They ain't me. I'm glad that worked out for you, but it ain't for me. Know what's for you. Stop thinking because they show you somebody black do something that's for you. A lot of times them tokens they put up there. Them tokens will sit there and you'll find out how many other people come through the same way. Very few. Most of them that do sell their soul out to get it. They know, come on, they know these folks sell their soul out to get it. Most of these folks don't realize. Most of these black people you see make it, they sell their soul to get in them position. You know what I do? You don't never see no white man come stick a hand in my face. And ain't none of them gonna stick their hand in my behind and control my mouth. I don't play them games, I don't do it. I'm my own man. Y'all got that? I keep it that way. I already know they want hands on me. I already know they want to control me and what I got. I just don't do it. I like it the way I got it. I get a lot of offers from white people. They come sit down. My wife, they come sit down and talk to me, want me to do stuff. I want to do that. You do that. They say, that's mighty bold of you. You put your money, I do that. That's what I do. That's me. I don't wink and I don't frown. I let them know that's me. They be like, oh, when you like to get your money? I said, I like all my money. Well, we can, I said, when you like to get some of your money back? I said, I like all my money. But everything ain't good for me. I let them white boy know. I said, you think I know what y'all want to do? I said, y'all to take everything I got. White man told me, he said, you right. White man, listen, white man told him flat. I wasn't mad with him because I know when I told him what I told. What I'm getting mad for? I knew what I said when I said it. White man told me flat. He said, you right. He said, the first time you miss a payment, first time, he said, we taking everything you got. I love him, look. I said, you see that right here? And I showed it to him. I said, I don't owe nobody nothing. That's it. Have a good day. They already know. Have a good day. Take care. I said, no, I already know how y'all work. So if you don't watch it and see how they work now and mess people over, I done seen them folks wreck people lives. You hear me? No, I don't need it. See, everything they come to you and look good ain't good for you. I appreciate it. Me and my family, I appreciate it. They work hard. I put it on them hard to tell them, we do what we do. Keep them crackers out your face. They don't have to run you. Nobody gonna throw on me. Nobody gonna handle me. What you do? I take what you got. Now I'm gonna have to get rough with you. I'm gonna let you have this shirt. But I'm finna tear that behind hole. You got slap over. Take your booty cheek and rip them over and wrap them around your face. Isn't that right? That's gonna be it. Hello? All right, they don't like stuff like that. I'm just trying to tell you how you have to start doing stuff. You got to look at it. Man, I've been thumbing the handle by these folks so long, I had too much thumb in the handle by them. And I realized everything come up to you, they ain't coming to help you. They come to really get you. They'll keep coming back. They'll try. You ready yet? I'm good. I keep it that way. I work hard to make sure I'm good. Because I already know what you want. I mean, they're sharp. Why wouldn't they keep coming back? They want to see maybe something change. Maybe he hurt. Maybe he'll take it now. I'm good. I get the calls all the time. Hey, how you doing? What? Hey, yeah, I don't know. What? I said, what? Would you like your bed? No! Hang up the phone. I tell them, did I ask you for it? They don't like to see when you can stand on your own. They don't like to see it. I want to teach that to my people, teach y'all how to stand. People need to learn how to stop getting thrown and handled by these folks all your life. I try to tell you, bigger problem I got with folks in here, folk that watch me, my member are the most people, they the most clawing, stealing, lying, deceiving people you will find and don't have a mind to work to say, let's build together. I tell the truth on y'all. I wouldn't let folks think y'all like that. Y'all definitely, y'all got the same mind these crackers got out here. Y'all take everything I got. If you could take it and rob me and kill me and my family, you'll do it. But I'm going to shoot you first. That's for my protection. That's just bad. People like that. They don't believe in working. They don't believe in doing it. You get a couple of them, but average on no. They'll F up everything they got. Then they want to F up what you got. That's the mentality you got from your oppressor. They'll tell you we can't work together, we can't do nothing. It's a lie. It'll be because you don't want to do it. You don't want to take, you don't want to cheat, you don't want to lie, and you don't want to steal. And you don't have to be that person. I'm just being honest. You ain't got to be that person. I did everything I did. I can blame it on white people. That's because I was misinformed. Nobody never gave me the proper information to make it. Nobody really tried to help us make it. People just used us for what they could get from us. And that time to just tell you the truth, what we got to do. It started first with your salvation. That had to be above everything. If you're looking at trying to make it and you ain't got your stuff secured with him and making him proud on what you're doing, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. You can't see all these potholes these people got for you out here. These people got too many tricks for you to try to fight them by yourself. You'll do it, whether it's natural or physical. You can't do it by yourself. You got to make sure you formulate you a team. That's how they beat you. You think they're going to let one police the whole city? They're going to be a team. They're going to have a tactical group. They're going to have a SWAT team. They're going to have a drugging group. They're going to have a rape unit. They're going to have all that because they realize all these are issues they're going to face. What group does the nigga have instead of a bunch of stupid folks? We have no group. We don't set group. We have to organize ourselves. All these things come up against us. Why have we organized ourselves and set these tactical groups up? Why have we set up groups to put these homes together, recover our kids, set ourselves up and teach us how to do business the right way? Because the nigga ain't got a brain. They so busy trying to be self-gun, long gun. I got a bunch of long gunners that make it. Not one of them make it. They'll never make it. I watch them. When they take out by themselves, I see them gonna make it. I've seen that before. Long gunners don't make it. They always fail. They try to, I'm just going to do it by myself. You'll be another failing nigga. There's too many hurdles you're going to hit. There's too much going to come up, going to happen. You got to have your team. Abraham was smarter than all of you, including me. He made a confederate with the people with him. Soon as something happened, they took Luke. What did he do? He took off by himself. He said, I'm a one-man show. No, he had made a legion with people with him to go and deliver and bring the people back. Who still got the credit? Abraham. He was smart. He was smart. He learned how, you got to learn how to make correlation, make relationship with people around you to help you. I got here, they do it. They go on the computer. Let me tell you something. I don't respect it, but you can do it in a way. They go on the computer and they think they got a brain. Do you know what's on that computer? What the white man gives you. I give you a computer. You got to hypothetically, stand here, let me see you type on your computer. You type in your computer. Now this computer got a line that runs, and it goes to a database. I'm the white man. Go ahead and keep typing. He should be getting a whole bunch of shift right now. His computer plug up in the same place that white folk make it plug up. His computer can't leave and go no other database and pick up nothing. I don't know why people ain't got no brain. They keep going to black whale. We ain't got it. I be hearing all that stupid stuff. These folks. You think these white folks gonna let my computer hook up somewhere different? What are y'all thinking? It be so smart. It be so intelligent though. There's some website you go on they don't know about. Where it plug up at? Hayward, what's your degree in? IT. Can my computer go plug up? Now that computer everybody's computer plug up somewhere different? Hello? What you do, Dixon? So everybody's computer plug up somewhere different? So I can go on my computer, make my computer leave the system and plug and go somewhere else and plug up and pull up some information nobody else can find. Imagine that, dummy me. I thought everybody was hooking up somewhere different. I don't know what these folks be thinking about. What do y'all think? What do you think the computer said to give you? What they put in it? It don't take it long to process because I already know what I'm going to give you. How long it take your computer to think? Not long. Soon you type, I can give it to you. Because I already got the answer for you. I got the answer I want you to have. Right. Now, how much working you got to do to go around these people to try to configure just to get the truth? And you know how lazy we are that we sit here and we actually think we set the computer and bam, there we go. There's the truth. Let me do. Go in there and type in. Do me a favor. You at the computer right now? Can you drop that screen down? Let me see something. While they're doing it, they can go ahead and blow too. Go ahead while they're doing it. We preaching now. Only my people. My people so intelligent. I appreciate all y'all. Woo, look at that. It's bad. That's bad. It's terrible. It's terrible, terrible. My people think it's something extra that they're going to find. It's nothing out here. Everything they tell you is make a fool out of them. We just have to start thinking for ourselves. These computer designers, they control the information that's in them. You can't go get your own information. You get the information they put in there. All the information somebody load. The computer can't just go. The computer ain't got no camera to leave. You don't work with computers, something. You got some information. The computer can just leave and just go find something. All this man gonna find what it got. If I told that computer, find Dave, that thing knew you was in the hallway out there. You know how, if I put in a find Dave and they say you was sitting out, you know how they gonna get it? Because somebody got to put it in there in the day. That computer can't go. These niggas here think this computer just thinking and following people right there getting information. That's all it is. All the information, they don't put it in there. So what you think you're gonna get? What you think you're gonna know? Why y'all think all these religions so divided? Because depending on what you're searching on, I put enough information to get anybody. Listen, if you want to find out Christianity is the truth, you can type in, put out Christianity is the truth. See? The truth about God and religion. So it start conflict, it come out of conflict among religions and science and other things. Then it come out here, it's going to start getting you, listen, 1830, Jesus said, I am the truth. See there? They're going to put you right down. You want to find out Christianity the truth? Jesus said, I'm the truth. Now, where's Jesus at? In every religion? What religion he in? Well, y'all seeing right down the book. I ain't no need y'all shouldn't even be here. I'll see y'all tomorrow on Sunday for Sunday worship. So you find a computer, they put it in there. They tell you what you need to know. Right. They program, find me the best hamburger. Find best hamburger in Conyers. Oh, see that? Five Guys. Now, how many of y'all eaten Five Guys before? How many of y'all eat other hamburgers? How many of y'all agree Five Guys is the best hamburger in Conyers? In Conyers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me say this. If you guys go to heaven, and I'm not there, but let me say this. So let's do this. So Five Guys got up here because y'all guys voted. Five Guys got him because they paid somebody who put it in him, and he. Oh, it's in Atlanta. What? They're gonna let you know. Period. They paid enough money that anything come up gonna deal with burger. They're gonna pop up number one. Five Guys pay for this. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This ain't people's choice. This is what you pay for. So that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. So first thing, I want a hamburger. I don't have to understand. I'm gonna go. There it is. Five Guys. Where are we gonna go get a hamburger from? There's a lot of people. I'll be honest with you. Five Guys don't make no burger better than Buffalo Wild Wings. But they got one with that. Listen, they got one. They put that prime rib on that. God, the money, no, that thing be him. But see, it's all about who pays to get the ranking. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. Every time you pull up something, it don't make it the truth. People pay for these spots. They pay people who design websites, who put them in, who know how to go in and get this into a mainframe to where any suggestion that comes near hamburger, even though it says Conyers is still considered in Metro Atlanta. That's how well these people done. That's why they paid them. You type for Conyers, I'm telling you, in Atlanta, ain't nobody got a better hamburger. See how they beat us out every time. But see, we thinking we going here and you getting the truth. You're not getting the truth. Now, to convince you on Christianity, even though it's okay, I'll throw some stuff out here, look open, where here you go, you got science, religion, debate among religion, but then Jesus said he was the truth. That's in your Bible. How many of y'all that's in your Bible? Jesus said he the truth anyway. It's in your Bible. Well, there it is. So Christianity is the truth. Jesus is a product of Christianity. That makes Christianity true. Christianity is a religion that was given to you by your oppressor. What do you think your oppressor going to do? Why would I need you to find the truth? Part of the psychosis of keeping the nigga mind suppressed is religion. If it wasn't for religion, don't y'all know niggas would have been took up guns and broke away from these people? Why y'all think them white folk with them people wasn't fit? What they were fearing? Let me see. Going to hell. Jesus coming back and sending. Why y'all think they were willing to go up there with guns and do what they did? What was their conviction? Go to jail? We are the jail. A lot of people in there were law enforcement officers. Man, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Hey, why you think they weren't shot? Those people should have been shot when they pulled up. When you start building saying you're going to hang somebody, you're going to kill the vice president, there's no reason they should have been gunned down. I was on the jury, I said not guilty. And been smoking him at the same time. I said, I didn't see nothing wrong. One day can't say they're going to kill them people, they should have been killed. That's what they tell us. You can't talk about killing no president, no speaker, no house. That's right. I want the same thing done to them that would have been done to us. That's right. There's no way they should have. How you let them get in there? Piss on the desk, steal laptop, and put them on eBay. One the girl had to, and talk to Russia. We're trying to sell it to Russia. All this is treason. You are punishable by death. No, we just gave the toughest sentence ever to an ex-police officer, 10 years. 10 years in prison for that foolishness right there you pulled. Just stop it. Just stop it. This is the kind of foolishness we deal with these people. That's why I call for our people saying there needs to be a separation. We can do business, but it makes no sense for these people to continue to rule over us. That's right. It makes no sense. We need to be able to rule and govern ourselves. We can't do no. At that point, can we do any worse? No. Everywhere we've been set up. Look at Louisiana. Another terrible state. Terrible at best. Why? Look at who it named after. Louis XIV. A man that served and believed that he was the Greek god Apollos. Look how devastating, how rotten Louisiana is. You're talking about another, this is just true. Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, these probably three of our worst southern states. The only thing that helped Georgia, the only thing that saved Georgia by a smidgen inch is that airport. Freight airport is the only thing helping in shipping. If it wasn't for that, we'd be right there. But for how they just made a mess out of our people, destroyed them. Tennessee, just terrible. Most time you look at all these states, look at it, they're going to come up and tell you we got the most illiterate blacks. That's because they've done the most damage to the blacks. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Arkansas, Tennessee, they've done the most damage to blacks. Don't let anybody fool. They've done the worst to them. They stripped. They say, man, the crime's so bad. The crime's so bad because you undereducate us, you underpaid us, you over-medicated us, and you over-mass incarcerated us. So there's going to be some reaction. If I sat here and I fed you sugar, something in her body gonna kick. If she don't have an insulin attack or something in her body gonna kick, the brain's gonna function out, she's gonna splatter out. Something's going to happen. So if I continue to feed you, continue to beat you with negative comments about yourself, bad piss poor history about yourself, bad education, bad food, and poison water, something's going to break. And the nigga gonna sit around and we gonna keep blaming on us. It's the system. It don't work for us. You know what? I said we can design a system where we can speak to each other and treat each other better. It's bad. Men don't look at, we look at each other. What you looking at me for? You a faggot or something? It was a time we wouldn't talk like that. What's up, my brother? How you doing? It was a time we wasn't like that. First thing now, everything jumping out sexual. You gay or something? What you keep looking at me for, nigga? You a faggot? Now this done splat out. White folk don't do that. They don't do that. I don't care, Republican, Democrat. They're not finna sit and call each other no faggot and holler that out about each other. They don't agree with each other because their views on policies. Right. That's not, it's policy they got problem with. They ain't got a problem with each other individually that they're going to insult and degrade one another, but they put that in our mind. We don't look at we don't look at a white man in a suit. What you looking at me for? You a faggot or something? Don't even come to your mind. Who programmed you to think that when you see me? Who programmed me to think that when I see you? Wow. Because I don't think that about every other man I see. That's the part I hate about what happened to us. That's why before we can just sit down and start going through a religion, we had to first look at what internal problem we really face. We just been trying to fix something with religion. We hadn't even acknowledged what is our real problem. What's our real issue? You can go into the doctor and you can tell them you got a cough. I've been having a little cough. For her reason, I need to check your ears too. Because there's a lot of things that can be associated with that cough. You say, what, man, check him out. Why you need blood work? I just told you, because to really give you a real analysis of what's going on with you, I need to draw your blood. If you don't mind, I need to get some urine. I need to do some x-rays on his chest. He can have a blockage in now. Oh, they don't think like that. They don't think like the nigga just want, when he came in over his mind, just give me some cold medicine so I can stop coughing. How about I do you better than that? How about if I find out why you coughing and we stop it? The nigga just want a pill. The nigga just want something to suppress that problem. So when I suppress it, if it keep wearing on him, eventually, when he get through with the medication I give him today, he got to come back and see me again. Because I'm not fixing it. Until I fix the problem, now we can take away the medication. Now he got real relief. Because we fixed the source of the problem. So why does it mean you can't get along? Why does it mean you hate each other? Why does it mean you think one of us gay and we look at each other? Why are we always fighting each other and hating on one each other? We need to go ahead and find out what's the internal problem. We got to fix them so we can fix that problem and get a solution that's permanent, not temporary. We don't need to just get together and we brothers when we're in a march. We together, we're in a march, and the march is over with, and now we back to faggot and sissy and homo and punk. Oh. The march suppressed it. It didn't make it go away what I thought about you. See, that's what I want to see for our people. And I ain't asking for nothing that's illogical. I'm not asking for nothing that's irrational. I'm telling you what we can already do. We got to stop looking at the way I see you and the way you see me. Typically, it's been through the lens of him. What lens he put on us? Hello? Y'all remember that viewfinder? You hold up there and you start there, and what did you see? How many of y'all can see what you want to see? You don't know where you can see something, you have to stick that cartridge in the top of it. What if you stuck to that and you could see something different? Could you do that? I'm going to stick one on Superman, you be clicking, him face going, you clicking, and you keep clicking. And a while, you know what you notice? It's the same thing. And then you say, I want to see something different though. You clicking again. Is it possible? The nigga is in America with a viewfinder that the white man has stuck the cartridge in. What are you going to see different, nigga? It's going to be the same thing until you pull it out and put something in different. I'm offering the Negro, the so-called Negro, opportunity for him to change the viewfinder. Yes, sir. How you see yourself, what you think about yourself, your progress. All this can change. He made us think, man, that man had my life thinking, man, this is it. You hustle, and you got to run from the law, and this is how you got to live till you die. The only way you're going to make it. A lot of our people, the reason they go to drug, they've been told, they're seeing it. This is the only way you're going to make it. You go out on the job, you got to wait till you get paid on Friday. Drug man get paid every day. That's what he put in his viewfinder. He doesn't see that he already has an entrepreneurship mind. Huh? He's already used to know. Look, he understands business. Guess what he understands? High risk, high reward. Nigga, go to work, low reward, high risk. The drug dealer's actually smarter than you. He look at for high risk, I need high reward. He also look at he got experience. He got other things that come for him. He builds a corporation. He got other people he put on that selling for him. Now he has a business. He's an employee. He looking at, I'm helping families. Yeah. Okay. So now we can take the nigga mind and take the nigga and transfer him from drugs. Now get him to understand you poison your people, but you have an entrepreneurship mind. The nigga will sit around and he love Jordan, don't he? That's not act. Niggas love Jordan. Even the niggas hate him, love him. I hate him, I'm going to tell you I love him, okay? Hate is another form of love, okay? So this nigga could go to the Nike store, corporation, and make a deal with them on, just like Foot Locker, Finish Line them do, and get them. I have people that will buy the product. He don't think like that. He think about that. Hey, he work at Foot Locker. Hey, nigga, go in there, man, steal about 4 of them boxes. This nigga going to prison. They going to get it, nigga. He might well sold dope and they catch him stealing them joints. So everybody risking a lot for a little. Versus, why don't you go to the corporation, make a deal with them to become us? They become a vendor. and you give me shoes, and I got people I can put on because I make money, and I know I need more people, and you know people, and you know people, and you know people, and you know people. Now we all can sell these joints, and we can all make a profit. That's right. What a nigga get when he wear a joint? Nothing. Anything they get flat-footed, he walk like this. You ain't got to look. When a nigga walk like this and he flat-footed, he got on a joint. Can't even bend them. I refuse to buy some shoes I can't bend my toes. That's a waste of my time. I'm not wearing no shoe I can't bend my. I don't want him marching. Nigga, bend your toes and walk. You know what I'm saying? But at least he needs to learn how to put himself in an ownership type. Now he can wear a joint for free. Because he's selling them and he can put them and beat some of the costs of the other people that's saying, well, they got overhead, lights, employee. He got them and he's on the street and he's marketing, still getting them sold legally. Right. Legally. And can get a peddling license and have less overhead. Who gonna know more nigga than you? Foot Locker? Come on, come on. All the stuff these folk being you doing, you could be doing yourself. And still get the luxury of wearing them and a lower cost. But don't listen to me because I don't know nothing. See, they don't teach them how. A lot of them drug dealers, you just got to get somebody to sit down and teach them business. Tell them, you already know business. I ain't trying to dumb you down. I'm just trying to tell you how you can set yourself up to start doing something in the market. Let me tell you something. Just having drugs don't mean you make money. I know a lot of drug dealers went broke. They didn't know what they were doing. That's right. It's people got the craft of knowing how to move it and knowing where to put it at to make it move. Right. Y'all got it. If people convincing themselves of what they do. A lot of these guys got the talent. Nobody just sat it down and just really showed them how they can move into something and build something. That's why I came from. That's how I made money. I come from the street. I know what it is. I know how to flip a dollar. It ain't stupid. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. You just got to know what you're doing. Right. A lot of these guys, y'all been on the job, you don't know how to flip a dollar. You do stupid stuff. A lot of these guys, I know. I'm from the street. That's how I know how to flip a dollar. See, a nigga sit on him, he know how to work till he get paid Friday. He know how to F up, get paid on Friday, broke on Saturday. And borrow all week till you get paid Friday, pay again. You, sir, you, ma'am, are a terrible worker. Terrible. See, these guys understand business. They know they got to re-up. Now, what they go and they ask Nike to do, they get done. A lot of these drug dealers. And I started move dope, folks see you industrial. They stop you from buying. I front you. I front you. Once you move a dope enough, you don't buy, I front you. I let you pay half, I front you the other half. Because I see you're industrious. I need to keep you moving. You profit of me. You make me money. I'll wait on money from you. Right. I don't ever want you to be a stopper that you holding up because you waiting to finish something before you buy. So what I do, I take that or I don't worry about nothing. You just pay me when you get it gone. Nike do the same thing. These folks don't know. Let me tell you something. Kroger's, I did route sales. I've done some of everything. Route sales, we put these drinks and put stuff in the store. Y'all do know, they don't pay for that stuff then. They don't pay for that stuff. They'll pay for it when it gets sold. So you thinking Kroger load that whole stuff and they pay for all that stuff? How many stores Kroger got? And all of it move out that same day? How long? What kind of business deal they gonna be? I got all my Kroger fully loaded. And enough bucket leaving there to pay for all that stuff sitting on there, and paying for people, and paying for light, and paying for building. So we do a commission-based deal. We bring it in, I pay you when it gets sold. You bill me. Oh, get what these niggas thought. Kroger rich. Kroger. They rich because they know how to do business. You broke because you're an idiot. You try to buy everything in Kroger to start a Kroger. And you don't realize white folk make deals. I'm trying to help them out. They really don't know what they think they know. I done some of everything. I was totally blown away. I thought these crackers pay for this stuff. And that's how they want you to think. When you walk in Kroger, what you do? They rich. Folks ain't paying for all that stuff. I got Frito-Lay, I got Pepsi, I got Southeast Atlanta, which is RC Cola, Canadian Dry, I got Coca-Cola, I got all that. Then I got Czech drink, and I got my own Kroger drink. I got all kind of bread, colonial bread, honey bread. All these folks in here bringing me stuff. You tell me I'm paying all these people today? Not at all. That makes sense to you? I got fruit and vegetables. They're riding by the minute. You think I can afford to pay for all this stuff at the same time and keep these stores open? So what I'm telling them is impossible. Nobody do that for real day in real life. They just don't teach the niggas. So this is how they keep you out of business. Since you don't know, you assume. You assume all that been paid for. These folks ain't got no debts whatsoever. And these folks got plenty of debt. But they'll never tell you. They'll never tell you, nigga, because they don't want you to start realizing, I wonder if I could call some of these people and try to see if I could set up something like that. Well, I get somebody to front me on, and I pay on a base commission. Even if they charge me some interest, they ain't come out my pocket. If I pay a little bit more. Say if it's $1,200 now, they say, well, you give me $1,400 later. I look at my profit, and I'm getting to keep my $1,200 in my pocket. I pay you $14. That's stupid. You could have saved $200. That $200 saved, $1,200 sitting out too long, and now I'm losing money. Now this $1,200 could be used somewhere else. See, I can help y'all do business. Y'all just, I got right with a lot of folks. They'll fight me before they follow me. Y'all will fight me before I follow. All you gotta do is just do the mail. How many times I borrow from you? How much I owe you? All you gotta do is do the mail. I'm trying to help you. All you gotta do is do the mail. Do simple math. These folks don't teach you now. Now tell you something. You ain't got to kiss nobody behind to do nothing. You can do business. I help y'all with a sound say, formulate your mind and get your mind. Let's get saved. Let's sound and get this thing right. Because everything he set you up for, it only makes sense. Salvation, broke, and sick don't go together. Why would Yahuah should go around healing people? Who you going to say, I've been bleeding for, you've been bleeding for 12 years. What you need to do is get yourself saved. All you looking at, I'm bleeding the pool over here. You talking about getting saved? Let's fix this first. Let's fix what we dealing with. Then we talk about that. You trying to save folks ain't got nothing. They too far in the hole and too sick and too down to pray, and it's not fitting them yet until they can see a delivery packet that come with it. Okay, I'm trying to help you. Let me ask you something. Election time. Who goes around saying, elect me, I ain't getting nobody nothing? Huh? Huh? What's the promises of being elected? Lower taxes, better wages, better schools, more police officers, raising for police officers, more firefighters, paying them more wages, increasing teacher salary. What's the campaign so to get me elected? I ain't getting nobody nothing. Everything as is. And what my chance of getting elected? No reason to bring you in, because business is usual unless we get something different and better. Only reason to offer you salvation if you're getting something better. Why would you buy it if you ain't getting nothing better? All right, don't worry about it. I'm just running my mouth. I don't be knowing what I be talking about. I'm going to borrow me some money in a few minutes. Because nobody teaches us. It might seem like I hate people. I don't hate people. I hate stupidity. I just hate stupidity. And I hate people lied to me and people made a fool out of me and people tell you wrong. People tell you wrong intentionally mess you up. I think my grandson stole it. I got it back. I'm sorry I said you stole it, dudes. I found it. I put his over here for him. So now we have to start looking at, you need the truth. You need the truth. Salvation is a complete package. Everything is in it. It contains everything. It only makes sense. It only makes sense because you got something lingering and faltering, it's going to sway you. It's going to pull you. So he had to make sure he can, well, what's the purpose to tell you I can supply all of your needs? What's the purpose? To keep you from lurking and looking, going somewhere else. See, people come, I ain't worried about getting healed. I ain't worried about if I don't get no money. I don't worry about paying my bill as long as I can be saved. That's a good sounding thing, but you really sound stupid. Because he didn't come to offer you poverty. He came to offer you deliverance. The whole time he came to preach to the poor. To the poor, to stay poor. We want to hear about bologna sandwiches and mayonnaise sandwiches. No, we want to hear about restoration. We want to hear about reparation. When Yahushua came, and before he got ready to leave, the Talmudim, which he taught, well, what did they want to know? Wow, reparation. Will thou restore the Malkut to us at this time? Why won't they just worry about going to heaven, Dave? Because once you go to heaven, they're going to pay for it all. They want to know what they're going to get it right now. When they were with him, he told them what he was going to get. He was going to sit on the throne and what he was going to do. And he had to tell them that you also going to sit on 12 thrones. That you were going to have something. Nobody going to buy that stuff. Tell mama go there. The mama, they tell, I go to heaven. I don't care if I'm in there butt naked. I'll just be sitting by the door. That's it. Because Yahuah said he would rather be a doorkeeper than to be anything in the house of the wicked. He never told you he won't be no doorkeeper. He said, I'll take the Lord's estate with all of him than be anything in the house of the wicked. First thing the nigga go preaching, make me a doorkeeper. Stop being stupid in your conversation. Man never told a man make him no doorkeeper. The man in Malaka Yasharal. Trying to keep no door. He said, far be anything in the tent of the wicked. That's right. Oh, my people. Because, see, it sound good. It's lazy. See, the nigga salvation is lazy. Don't do nothing, just pray. Just pray and moan and pray and moan and stay broke and appreciate nothing. Man, nigga salvation the worst thing. That's why white folk won't worship with you. I must be white. I won't worship with you either. It don't make no sense. They make you think it's a sin to have something. Why it don't be a sin? All the white folk, why it ain't a sin for them to have nothing? See, now, who you think gave you that mindset? Your oppressor give it to you. But then why your oppressor, why he ain't worried about going to heaven? Won't he give up all his goods and give it to the poor? He make the poor. That's why he feel like he Elohim. Elohim told him, I make the halt, the lame, the blind. Yahuah said, I do all these things. So what he do? He want to be like Elohim. So guess what he do, Dave? I make vaccination. Get what my vaccination do? Make the halt, the blind, and the lame. They don't know that's what he do. Why you think he do? He want to be like Elohim. Elohim said, I kill. I make alive. That's what he do. The white man kill you. And then some of you he let live. So he can say he like Elohim. Okay. I don't know why they don't think. That's amazing. Yahuah used disease to kill too. When we was in Mizraim, what did he use to kill them? Wow. So COVID knew. Monkeypox knew. People broke out with boils back then. Koski Yah, called Hezekiah. When he was sick, he had boils on his body.
That's right.
Now he went homosexual. He had boils on his body. And they took him to Grady and he got antibiotics. Fig leaves. What he used for the healing of the nation, the GUI. And what we use? Every medication they got in the store, and while we sick, and while we depleted, and while we dumb and stupid. Fig leaves is what he used. They will laugh at you the day you pulled those herbs. He said, I gave you, listen, you serve the owner Elohim that has set every benefit of you. Not only can you eat the fruit, the pari, you can take the leaves and make medicine. Take the seed to reappropriate and regenerate. So you can continue to feed yourself and you can continue to be healed. Which means he knew that disease and sickness was inevitable. That's why I left you with a cure. That's the purpose of why you have Yahushua. Sin is inevitable. Then I left you with a permanent cure. But you got rid of it. You traded him in for Jesus. The white man's solution to a nigga having his own mind. Give him Jesus. Silky hair, pretty eyes, milky white, tannish looking skin, laid up on the crowd looking at you. What y'all niggas want? Y'all niggas know I died for you. You still a nigga. I don't even want to look at you. Look at you. One time, call your nigga, he do the number. Stop it. Just stop it. Makes no sense. Come on, I gotta preach it, otherwise I ain't gonna get paid. My check, I get paid on the 25th. If I don't put some kind of work up here, these folks ain't gonna pay me. All right, this is Romans 15 and 14. This is the word program. So I'd like you to know what you're reading, know where your information coming from, because you need to be able to source the matter. Don't take nothing I tell you. Don't take nothing nobody tells you anymore. Now you need to know. You don't need to just know. You need to understand. You need knowledge of the subject matter in hand, right? Now, to get you to become, I guess, to the realization, become comfortable enough to accept this information, we talked earlier about things that we all face. It's a truth, or was it a lie? So in order to make a different truth, we got to have different information to get a different outcome. You can't get a different truth if you got the same information. You got to get other information. You got to get the true information to get a different outcome of what you're trying to achieve. Right now, we haven't achieved anything. It's been because of the information. Now we go back now and we look and we can see that when we're reading, what James says sometimes differs from what the Latin says. Who has an older version of the writing? Then we go to the Greek. We'll find that the Greek have written something, and on some verses, they've said clearly, we've omitted that verse.
Right.
So now as we read here, you're trying to figure if these were the originators who copied out our writings, our books, our letters, and then they've gone and people copied them, why did you keep something that they omitted? See, a lot of things become questionable. But then you always got to remember, all three of these people had something in common. Who know what it is? Hands. Dexter, your pastor. You trust your pastor in the answer?
I have to hear first.
All right, then you'll trust him after. That's how you do it. How many of y'all said we're going to go to the bishop? Oh, you got answer? All right, this guy, hold on now. We got a strong ark here, got the usher now. Or we going with the apostle? Somebody said go with the apostle. You got the answer? Ian in there. Ian jumping in it. What you think, Buck? He got the right answer. How much you paid you, Buck? Buck ain't seen you believe in nobody before, Buck. I know he done paid you something, Buck. Hold on now. We don't see what Ian got. All right, Ian, we got that. Ian didn't vote on it. It's all I know what you got. What your answer? What did all three of them have in common? They were perverted? Now that's true too now. If I'm looking for it now, he was right. They were perverters. That's right. I mean, they caused it to deviate. That's true. We got another one here. Now I got the apostle. Got to go back to the apostle, see if he want to pass it now. Because we got the ark over there, the doorkeeper. We got Dawood, the doorkeeper over there. He going to the doorkeeper. Tell her what's going on there. There you go. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's what. So all these people had us in captivity. First of all, it makes sense to know your information, because if I'm going to take you, I need to know something about you. I need to know what made you resourceful. What made you the people you were. You get to the nitty gritty. Oh, that dude, when you get an athlete, you'll start going over stuff with them. They ain't never had a black great athlete they'll know everything about, or a boxer. They know more about the boxer and the athlete than he know about himself. They study him to what makes him jump, how he jumping. Most niggas don't know how they come. They just know, they're like in the country. We had niggas down do stuff. They couldn't tell you why they did or how they did. They just do it. The white man will study him why. The white man gonna dissect them to know why. That's what they looked at. What made you the people you were? It was because of what you read. It was because of what you believed. It was because of the source of the energy you used. It was because of your food. It was because of the place you was in. So let me see what I'm going to do. Keep feeding you the same food. Let you keep the same Elohim you serve, and let you stay in the land. No, I'm taking you out of the land. I'm going to get rid of food. I'm going to disconnect you from the Elohim. That's why a nigga ain't shift. They'll never let you get back to where you were. It wouldn't make sense. So certain things they're going to write, it's a reason why. Why'd I let you get back? You know where they learned from? Shem Shum. After they cut all that, listen, what did they keep wanting to know about Shem Shum? Where did it, hold on, not just how strong he was, that became an issue. We're done past, we're past that. Some people don't realize. Let me tell you what you'll do with people. This is what they do. They'll get you to run, they'll clock you. That's how fast they are. I assure you that's not. Let me tell you what makes a difference. Depending on what's the pursuing issue, you can actually be faster. So the reason his strength went on, because really, we hadn't tested him on every end to find out. Based off of what they had. They didn't have computers and treadmills and other things they could pick up and weights to pick up. We just know the man's strength is hard to tell depending on situation. So let's just deal with this. Let's just find out the source of where his strength comes from. And we can at least cut that off. And we can at least deplete that. Come on. Why y'all think white people came with steroids? Huh? It accelerates. When you kept running, listen, all the stuff they do, a lot of time with running, what break a runner down is lactic acid. Most of they don't know that. I'm making this up. The lactic acid will build up, and not to mention with the anthill long, they're going to stop. You're going to start decreasing and stop. With the steroid, where most people are going to stop because of lactic acid, the steroid allows them to continue to maintain speed and going. White people don't realize you keep going. You'll keep going. Depending on the situation. Somebody chasing you running, or you running around to trying to clock a number, I guarantee you a lot faster than somebody chasing you when you're running for your life. And these people learn how to look at how to break you down and stop you. I'm just saying, they got you. Let me tell you how to show you the nigga faster than he is. What do you think niggas invented sack of jeans? How many niggas you know own the jean manufacturing company today? You know the nigga own a jean manufacturing company? Any of y'all know a nigga make them? White people own them, and they know they buy them, and they give them the style. It's the easy way to catch the nigga. Put that nigga on some shoes tied up and put that nigga on the right jeans and see how long the white boy run behind him. He's done. I don't care how much the police run. Let me tell you something. That's a whole nother room. You talking about you finna go to jail and this the last time you get caught this time you ain't get out. That nigga run like a hurricane. They need them saggy pants on that nigga. Now the white boy feel good about himself. He pumping steroid. He don't even cut up a sweat to try to run that nigga. Nigga so stupid. They gave him the mind to wear him. Who you think you to wear them? Criminals. You just made yourself more accessible to be caught. He's gone from in your mind and he dresses you now for captivity. Nigga don't even tie up his shoe. Every time you sit here, what you got to keep saying? Tie your shoe up, tie your shoe up, tie your shoe up. Anybody know your shoes untied? What you subject to do? I got a nigga out here set the door with some pants come down here and listen, he done pull the belt around his thighs and his shoes untied. Man, I don't even bust a sweat getting this nigga. Man, police done got fast out there. Nigga ain't got fast, you just dumber. You dumb. So just like you see that example I just gave you about that, what do you think he do to you? You see what I'm saying? You got a belt tied around your mind. You're not conscious, you're not aware, your awareness is down. So he's working the businessman and he's working the teenager that's a thug on the street. Everybody's being worked because you don't have a solution. Everything you think a solution is a problem. You're not advancing. The nigga is trying to be consistent, he's more inconsistent. Which means he frequently stops or breaks and does something different. He doesn't ever maintain. He'll start off, then he quit. He'll get in mindset to do something, and he'll go off from it. They work on changing how you operate and how you think and process stuff. And I had to come along, and of course, I got to be the bearer of bad news. You got to hate me, and I want to say that I also can hate you as well. So I want to make sure it's fair on both ends. It's not fair for you to just hate me. I need to hate you back. All right, let's look at this. Also, before I get, let me say this. Last night we had a visitor come. I heard about the YouTube. He went on YouTube and typed in that he didn't feel, I guess, welcome. Yes, welcome. And where he felt judged. What I'll say to that, what I would suggest to anybody that's coming here to visit, please call first. I couldn't just pop up at your house and expect to be invited in, especially when you don't know me. Has anybody had a stranger to pop up at their house and they opened the door and brought them in and welcomed them in? First of all, I don't know you. I need to know you. We're in the height of COVID. So we're not hugging and grabbing you because we don't know you. Let's just be honest. And when you come and you have a different look than what we're accustomed to, if you have dreads, they don't like locks, and then they different colors at one end going, and then your kids stand up in a chair, and then your wife legs laid out in a chair, it's going to be a little different. That's just being honest. A lot of things got to be taught on how to present yourself when you do stuff. Because when people don't know you, I know there's a lot of people watching me on the internet, and you might watch me so much, you'll feel like I know you and know what you look like. I really don't know what you look like. It don't mean on a hobby, but you got to understand for safety and for protocol. People shooting up synagogues. We don't know what a person's intent is. You'll know your intent better than we going to know you until people become to know you and become accustomed. Then some of the learning and break down. They're not here for the, I have security, they're for the safety of the people. We got to force somebody just saying you pop up with a gun, and we said, well, we try to show hospitality. At that point, people dead. Yeah. I just want to be fair with people so people don't get us the wrong, because that's not us by any means that we don't have hospitality for people, we don't have caring for people. At the same time, I said that I teach members in here, and there's some of them I said let their kids stamp in their pew. You shouldn't be doing it. I heard Haywood say something about their kids stamping the chair. He did exactly right. He did the right thing. Well, that's disrespectful. I don't believe in that. A lot of them be thinking their kid's special. For some reason, their kid can stamp in their chair. I don't believe your kid that special. Your kid need to set their behind down. That's what you teach out. Your behind sit on the seat. So I'm from the old school. That's how we did. Your behind go in the seat, your feet go on the floor. How many of y'all grew up like that? That's what they taught us. I don't know. This is new stuff now. My child's so precious. Let them run down the aisle. Let them run down. I don't know where y'all get that stuff from. Man, I came out back to church. Listen, your child ain't doing no walking. So set your behind down. Y'all let them cry too long. My mic wide open. God! 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 It's like, okay, take your time. Don't worry about it. Because everybody watching me definitely listen to see how many baby they can hear in my mic. Some stuff y'all do don't make common sense. Now, here I'm expecting the same thing you said to them to be said to the other people. That way it be fair. The only way it's going to be fair, same thing to them. It's some stuff y'all shouldn't have to be told. It's like y'all get to the truth, and it's like you get dumber. It's certain stuff that you don't do. Let me tell you something to do. These kids that keep on saying that, let me tell you. Shut up. Damn! Y'all, that stuff going too long. It's like, where y'all get that from? You don't let kids be the deciding factor. Some stuff you have to stop them. You have to train how to set your behind down. We can't do this, ain't working. Come on, I know what you need. Come on here. Tell her to give you something to cry about. Yeah, then they start processing. So I need to quit making that noise. And this here stop. Got it. I'm with you now. They be sitting there, they'll tell you, your child looks at you, you ain't finna cry, is you? Your kid be ready to take you out the door and whoop you. Because I got the process. Y'all be watching, don't read these books, don't watch no TV, listen to me. This what you do. This stuff y'all do, there's no way in the world I have some of this. Oh, goodness. Some of the stuff I've been saying. It's like y'all get kids, it's like the brain die. I was out there praying like, one had a kid, wrapping paper the whole time. Did y'all hear me? I said, how long you gonna play with that paper while I'm sitting praying? That paper, parents, y'all get deaf with your kids. Stop it. Y'all make me like I'm the bad person. Some stuff you teach with, stop it. Some stuff you'll get kids. Some stuff I don't have to give you nothing to occupy your time. Take your time and sit down and learn how to shut up. I ain't gonna keep running to get you nothing to make you be still. Right. Shut your behind down. Listen, a lot of these kids, I'll take them down to the country. Now, a lot of mine done died now. I had some, they'll train them. Your kid will never see them. I'll take all that baby food. Your kid gonna learn to sit at that table. Your kid gonna learn how to eat with their hand cornbread. They gonna do let him. Collard greens. You be like, what the fuck? Right here, fucking spoon. Man, I'm tell you something. Man, listen, everybody love their kid. Bring them down to the country. When you come to get your kid, you brought that baby food. All that stuff still in the jar, never been opened. They look at that kid. That kid not getting it. They look at that stuff. Pot looking. Your kid finna sit at that table. Listen, your kid be 2 years know how to eat a fish. All the bones in it. They ain't finna pick none of it. They'll teach them. Pick a little bit. Your kid learn how y'all from the country. You been sitting. They ain't play that stuff. They don't play that stuff. They ain't finna baby. All that baby before they get that stuff. Right here at the table. I got you put a fork right there. Listen, when they get through, you take that fork and put it right back in that drawer. It never been used. And then you ain't got to rinse it off. Listen, collard greens on there and cornbread. Listen, right. You catch it, you go this way, and you watch. When you come up like that, in the mouth. All that, you got to teach where it starts. This is your first fork and spoon right here. You try to teach them. You teach them how to do some stuff. Them folks don't play around. Man, nobody finna keep buying no pamper. That kid finna get this thing right. All right, listen. Let me tell you, I got pilot training. Listen, y'all, this is no lie. Listen, 3 years old, pitch black dog, midnight, is me, the stars, and ghosts going out to that house. And I had to do, listen, hit my granddad in the bed here. I'm in between three people, three of us in the bed, minimum. My cousin fat behind one, and I'm in the middle of my granddad, and I'm up against all this bodysuit he got on. Oh, I thought them long john was his body. I did not know my granddad's body was black. I thought it was white. It was a long john. I ain't know where. It wasn't no zipper. I ain't know how it fit, but that's granddad. All this sag. The back and the front sag. And my granddad, listen, when I hear my granddad, I said, I go to the bathroom. He get up out that bed. He go that back door on that back door. He said, go on out there. But there's a light right here at the port. That light is only shining right here at the top of my granddad's house. When you gonna listen, this is all dirt, woodchuck, cause you chop up wood out here, and dog. And you walking through grass this high on both sides, walking to the outhouse, and there's no light. And I know for a fact on everything I love, I don't remember wiping. I just tried to get out. Ain't no light. I'm 3, 4, I'm in an outhouse. You don't let a kid go out by himself at night. Listen, everybody gets some Duke tonight. The only thing you could do is he had a pot under the bed, he rolled out, you hear granddaddy pissing. Sound like somebody dropping peas or somebody shooting a pellet gun down in the granddaddy pit. And listen, granddaddy rolled right back in the cup. You like, please don't tell me with that hand. I know I'm just a kid. Don't touch me with that hand, granddaddy. Because wasn't no running water. We had to go to the well. You got a bucket of that water. You bring it and you pour it in there. And you, listen, they had a dipper and you get a glass, pour it in there. And everybody get that water in their cup. Granddaddy come in the house. Granddaddy get that dipper. You say, the red little bit, he throw it out the back door and you look, and he set it right back. You look and say, All of us got to drink that water. It was rough. I'm telling you, they train you early. A lot of that stuff. Man, my granny had a wagon and a mule. You think he finna hook a wagon and mule to go get some diapers? you finna like, listen, they beat the piss out you. They'll teach you. All that pissing in the bed, they got it. You thinking, but he a kid. Yeah, him pissing in his bed, though. Them country mattresses, you can't, listen, that thing like silly putty. When you get a country mattress, this be down, this be up. Listen, you in a country mattress, you be like, man, please, you doing the Weibo. Ain't no solid mattress in the country. Man, the quilt this thick, and it's so, every color on the planet is in it. If thread go that way down, this way, and down, straight down, you look at it, and when that thing lay on you, can't no cold get you. I got woke up one time asleep, the boogeyman hit me, he said, man, y'all look warm. I just sleep in there. They can't even get on the coat. It's so thick. When my granddad pulled that thing, whoo, you locked. You in for the night. You ain't getting up. Ain't no, I'm finna go get nothing. Everything closed. You stay in the bed. You go in that one room with the fireplace. You go on that front. You go on that back. And you run in there and jump in that bed. That thing hold you in the morning. So I try to train y'all how to do it. But I'm telling you, we take these kids. Raise them in the country. I tell you, listen, I can drop all of them off in the country. When they come back, they be new kids. Now, their vocabulary is going to be messed up. But they going to know how to eat. They going to know how to, I'm talking about all the vegetables you want. They ain't going to throw in no vegetables. Now, these kids now, what they eat? French fry, only vegetable they eat. Hamburger. Listen, terrible. You would have never got in the country. You going to get you some pigtails, some pig foot, some collard green. You going to get you some okra. You gonna get some turnip green, and you gonna get plenty of beans. Whoa, them beans coming. They gonna peel some beans. You eat snap peas, black-eyed peas. You gonna eat every pea you can eat in the world. They gonna be peed out now. They ain't gonna pee in their clothes. They gonna pee in their drawers in the back of it. And you gonna have plenty of peas. Y'all like that? Section chocolate. All right, let's look at that. This is Romans. So you want to know something about your oppressor before you start reading. Listen.
Yes, for whatever Nikatah before.
What?
Nikatah for our Lamed.
So if I knew that you took a book, that there was a book for you to teach you, to learn you how not to quit, how not to give up, and how not to faint, how that's going to help me and I got you as I'm your oppressor? And you got a book teaching you not to faint and not to quit. I need you with that book. I need you understanding how your book works. Because what the purpose when you got the slave, I'm trying to break your will. Right. And a lot of that chain came in with breaking your name, with getting you to speak. And like what we thought was just like being able to communicate with us, like making us learn how to talk with them. Look what how our language dissipated. We start losing words that we use, phrases, subject matters, and you start taking on a new language, and that kept you away. So when I introduced you to this, and eventually I was going to teach you how to read, it only made sense. How I'm going to make laws, you don't know what laws are, and you don't know how to read them. See, what looked like they were never wanting you to do, it couldn't have been that way. I needed you to learn it. I was going to break you. If it was intent that you was not supposed, it was illegal for you to learn how to read. A nigga was not supposed to be taught how to read, nor was he supposed to know how to read. Then what was the purpose of taking your book and changing it? See, sometimes you actually think about that, actually makes no sense, does it? Why would I change it? It don't make sense to change it. You can't read anyway. You'll never read. You were never intended to know how to read. Is that what you were told? I had to break the cycle and see this is the same thing like Yahushua did. Yahuah did to get us to kill Yahushua and to get us to eat his flesh. I actually was crafty. It was craftiness. Guess what niggas snuck and did? Wow. Guess what niggas would do? Guess what niggas slave would tell their kids? I want you to grow up and learn how to read, how to write, so you can grow up and you can be somebody. See, if I told you it was okay for you to read, it was legal for you to read, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't have read. See, they duped you. It sounds like they were keeping you from something. White people, they want to keep you from something. Okay, they keep you from wealth. How they doing? and you still a broke nigga. So that, what they want to keep you from, they keep you from it. So don't be stupid. They never intend to keep you away from reading. They just duped you to make you sneak to learn. Then you want to fight to get into something. They'll still keep you back. We got more niggas reading and writing now than ever.
Yeah.
And how we doing?
Worse than ever.
So the real intent plan still working. I just made sure you won't ever discover to get back to your Elohim. Because listen, why? Whatever was written before was written for, listen, for who learning?
Our learning.
For everybody.
Our.
Who is our? That's just for us. I don't want you to know what it is you knew, because I know how hard it was to get you away from where you was at. So I want to make sure you don't ever get back to that state again. So I want you to think about things when you're reading. Think about it. They took your book and changed it for what reason? Because it's going to fall in. What people don't realize, listen, when they came out with these Bibles, by 1522 or so, 1500, they had already had over 200 different copies. Not of the same writing, different 200 different, believed to be over 200 different copy versions of this Bible writing. Do y'all know how the Bible originally taught to a lot of these people? Saying when you got it, there was only one book and the people were all ignorant. Even white people were ignorant. White people didn't know how to read the Bible. They didn't. They were Protestant, they were Catholic. They didn't know. One person read and told them. They talk about the slave. The nigga slave, he said it now. Nigga so, slave them so dumb, they can't read. One nigga read, tell them everything. White, it was the same thing with white people. You think when everybody came to church in the 1600, 1400, 1500, everybody had a Bible? Where were these copy machines at? People couldn't read. Religion always been there with people. People couldn't read. People being told. See, this was already set forth. The Yahuah looked at, it's got to change. We can't ever rely on one person just knowing everything. So when one person knows everything, we take away that one person. What did it leave us at? That's what he looked at. We got to change the dynamics of it. That's what I always heard of. As soon as one of our so-called great leaders have, what happened? The fight continues. That's what you need to learn. See, when you're reading, don't just let people lead you through. You need to know information about why. You need to understand why. That's part of your deliverance. If you don't understand how you got in the situation you're in, what's going to keep you from getting back in it again? Hello? Mistakes come to teach us what not to do again. That's what they are. They lesson on what not to do again. It's stupid to keep making, let me see, the same. Wow. You know why they say that? Because you should have learned from it. You should have learned from it. That's why I need our people to learn. We can agree, I can agree, I made a lot of mistakes. A lot of the same stupid mistakes. Because nobody told me how to learn from mistakes. They told me how to take mistakes and look at, that's a sign of me being stupid. That's a sign of me not knowing what I'm doing. That's a sign of things not for me versus I'm learning from. That's part of life. You learn from it. So when you fail, when you rode a bike, that's a lesson learned not to ride. Huh? How to balance. Why? That's keep me from falling and hurt myself. Why is it I ain't learned when I fell off the bike that I should stop riding the bike? The bike hurts me. The bike's against me. See? You learn. Part of that learning, everybody learn how to ride a bike falls. Sometimes more than others, you know, but until you get to learning, plus I don't balance. You know what keeps you from balancing? You ain't gonna believe it. I don't want to fall. I don't want to fall. Then you get good enough that you start doing things almost look like falling for tricks because you learned and mastered enough to where, guess what? I'm too good at this now. See that? That's all I got to do. We just got to be, somebody just got to, let me tell you something. We're not dumb people. It's just nobody take time out to talk to us with intelligence. Explain to, I don't mind you criticize me, but then tell me what's the option. What's the resolve? What gets me from being this person? What gets me out of this situation? People don't usually spend time with us to do it. People are critical of us, but people not willing to help us. Now I criticize about help you too. Y'all said, so now whatever was written before was written to show, teach, instruction. That through
endurance,
going through without giving away,
and nakum,
reward, a prize, consolation
of the ketubim,
of the writings.
We might have tikva.
That's what we're looking at. That's what we got to do. So, in sitting here, these are the things that we start considering as we go through and as we read. This is what we're looking for. How do we get to that point? Now, in order for us to be saved, when we talked about saved, who remember the definition for saved? Who? Rescue, save. Could be deliver, rescue. Those definitions. Salvation. Y'all remember salvation? Wow. Salvation. Yes, sir. Preservation and deliverance. Salvation from harm. That's what we're doing. We're in a state of harm. Okay, well, something can help you. You know, people will move people out of the way. Kids, they'll teach them to get away from the stove. Don't play with electrical things. Do you know that's a form of salvation, Dave? Because you're trying to keep them from harm. It's a part of preservation. You could burn yourself on the stove till it can come down to being critical that you die. Not just a permanent scar. Some people, I think Brittany, she burned herself one time. She was a permanent scar. And a lot of times, what we've done in America has permanently scarred us. We can't get past. And some things can even come down to critical to where you even take on moot death. Y'all got it? So what we're trying to do is offer our people salvation, but you have to understand the plight. What are you trying to be delivered from? I'm trying to stay out of harm's way, right? And that's the thing. What puts us in harm's way is the fouls we commit. Okay, these are violations. Y'all got it? And these things keep us from being saved. So we have to understand what we need, which is salvation, deliverance, keeping us from harm's way, because we know he come back. He's going to establish a mashpat. The mashpat is what we call for judgment. The mashpat is when he'll sit down and he'll be what they would call a judge, a shafit. A shafit is one that condemns or vindicates. Y'all got it? He rules on it. Just like when you playing a sport, sometimes a person running home and they coming, they might say safe or they might say they out of here. They rule on it. The person running, they waiting to find out what is it. Am I safe? I feel like I'm safe. Am I out? You out. Yeah. So that's what you're looking for. Somebody, we're looking for him to come back and say we're safe. Y'all got it safe. You're out of harm's way. That's another form of salvation. The person said, I know I touched her. He's saying it's safe. You're safe. And that's what Yahuah does for us. With all the things we've been doing and we've been going through, we've been waiting on somebody to rule and finally tell us we're safe. We've never been safe in America. Whether you've been a person, a subject of police brutality or police shooting or your own people beating you or white propaganda or white rulership, whatever it's been, we've never been safe in America. And we've been waiting on somebody to come and rule us and vindicate us. And now that's what we're looking for now. Now let's transfer that over. This is what we do for vindication in America. So we don't be looked at as criminals and drug dealers and whores and prostitutes. We'll typically try to get an education. They'll tell you education is the key to solution. Along with education, key solution, we'll try to look at getting better employment, which means we can make more money and we can afford to dress ourselves and look differently. Or we can even move to a better situation, getting out of from where we stay at, where the police typically hang at, harass people. Let's move in an area where they don't do that there. Let's get somewhere else where we feel like it's safer, where you don't have to deal with that. You look that differently. People kind of treat you differently. You got what I'm saying? But that's the same thing we're trying to do with Yahuah. We're trying to get out the fact of being viewed as a transgressor. He hard on the transgressor. He hard on them. So you don't want to be treated like a criminal. You don't want to be looked at as a person doing something wrong or already looking suspect at something. Then you want to educate yourself. You want to get yourself into making more money. You want to move yourself into a better situation. But that's the same thing he offers us with the plan of salvation here. Because right now, where you at and what you do, you only looked at as a transgressor. That's because of the acts, the deeds that we commit continue to put us in violation with them. So we got to get out that situation, and that's part of what we try to get, and you're going to get it through salvation, which is going to be your deliverance. Preservation, getting out of harm's way. Y'all got it? Because when he come back, he got a march part. Let's look at something right quick. Say it, 1 Thessalonians right quick, chapter 4. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. Y'all give me a minute. I know I've been on my little rant and rave, as people call it. So I visit again. If you hate us, that's unfortunate. That showed up. But I would suggest to anybody coming, please contact me first so we know you're coming, so we can have a conversation on different things that we need to know and what we need to do. Because it is COVID still. I got a lot of people out and they ain't trying to lose more people. People come, they ain't taking the COVID test, nothing there. We don't know what you're doing, what you got. It ain't their fault. It's just the fact that you can mess up everybody. And you could be, I'm sorry, I was honest. You could be honest and sorry. Did that make people stop being infected? It's so bad, and it's unfortunate. It's bad. People can hear it how they want to. It's bad. And nobody got that time to lose 8 days, 30 days, 6. You don't know. And this is the thing now with the new virus. Some people are catching 45 days. How many of y'all can afford 45 days of COVID? They had people up to 6 months. Who can afford to be off for 6 months with COVID? So people are going to be a little antsy. They're going to be like, okay, you look I don't know what you could do. I don't know, it's a lot of questioning. Already you question people if you're a stranger. What you heard, the stranger, what goes with stranger? Danger. That's what you teach a kid, stranger danger. So certain things already in people alertness, when I don't know you, I have to be cautious. Don't take it that people hating you or being against you. People want open arms, but you got to understand, first people got to know you. And as the book say, he that had friends must first show yourself friendly. That's the way you got to show yourself friendly. Don't look for everybody to come and pick you up and put you on their shoulder and carry you. Show yourself friendly. Right?
Right.
Okay, let's see. All right, so no offense, no hate on both our ends, everybody on alertness. Come on. So, all right, listen.
Furthermore, then,
He got, what does he have? First, I'm in 2 Thessalonians 4:1. Oh, this is it. Okay, it just said the rest. Okay, furthermore, then, all right. For the rest, therefore, our King,
we beseech you, Akim, and exhort you by the Adon Yahushua, that as ye have received of us, how ye ought to halak, and to please Elohim, so you would abound more and more.
All right, let's look at walk. We know halak is the word for walk. Let's look at how we looked at it. And the reason why we want to do that, see, all of our words have simpler meanings. I mean, and it was things they would have dealt with on a day-to-day basis. So people understood it from a principle, elementary principle, basically deal with elementary. Something elementary. These are the surface ends that we know. And a lot of times what hurt us, we don't know the surface thing. We run straight to the deep and depths. Let's deal with principal things. And the principal thing for us to go back and look at, how did they use the word? How did they understand it? Because we want to embrace it the same way. The reason why, these are the people that he made his berith with. You taking words that people done went, conjured, mesmerized, flipped over and twisted like they did, flip it, slap it, rub it down. Oh no, like Bill DeVoe and them did. We want to make sure we understand it from the simplest point that they understood it. Y'all got it? So this is the word halak. In a great variety of application, literally and figuratively. Primitive root, akin to, they put, so they don't really, to walk. To walk. Okay, let's look at the primitive root. Yalak, to walk, to carry. Okay, so that'll make sense in the second sense, to carry. So let me ask you a question. Let me see you for a minute, Eric. Let me see it for a second. Do me a favor. Can you just walk down there for me? Just walk down there for me. Come back. All right, come in for a second. Come on. I want you to walk with this this time. Does it make a difference? 'Cause I can see a little difference in how you kind of walk. And in order to carry that, let me see for a minute, I'll do it light now, a certain way to do it, and like even when you're picking it up, it's certain things you took for granted, like you just grabbed it. A lot of times tell you about bending your knees when you're picking up something, so you pick it up to take all the weight off, and then you want to hold it where you can suspend it, and you keep it for a longer period of time. Because it's light, sometimes people might walk to do this to keep it up, but how long am I able to do this? So then, you know what I'm saying, or bend it over like this. It ain't gonna be long, it's gonna stretch the back. So you're trying to put it to where you can carry it, to where you can sustain it for a longer period of time. So now what I'm telling him, you ain't gonna believe it, is how he ought to walk. Yeah. Because the person that's giving him this has an idea and purpose of why he want him to carry it and how he needs to do it. So in doing it, appreciate you. The same thing we'll look at when it comes to the Torah. So furthermore, as you receive of us how you ought to walk. So you look at the walk and how to carry. There's a science to how you do things. You see in Africa, sometimes they would take heavy weight to women, wherever they were suspended at. They were like, I carry it here longer than I can here. So guess what? The same thing I want you to do when it comes to the Torah, I want you to carry it in your head. Because you can suspend it longer. The neck is strong, it can support it. And you take sometime on the back, what happens? It's like, they ain't killing my back when I'm carrying it. You know what I'm saying? So we put it in a position where we can hold it and suspend it better. Well, that's the same thing we're trying to do with the Torah. Once I carry it in a certain way and I can't suspend it for a long period of time, I'm probably going to fall off and I'm going to commit adultery. I'm probably going to wind up bearing false witness. I'm probably going to get myself, I'm wind up coveting something. So now we look at how they're going to look at yalak, the root word, or halak. So the lam and the kaf are the root words. That's why you see the last, the L-A-K. For y'all that don't know, that's your root. It's going to root where every time he hit this is what you're going to find for the suffix, the L-A-K. Halak was your first prefix. So lock is going to be your root word. Correct? So just help y'all understand how we work. We have root words to what we do, where it come from. So they don't look at how to walk, but even teach you how to carry. So they came down to the Torah. Remember when Mushak, when he came down there, what did he have? 2 stones. Wow, 2 stones. Where were they at? In the sky? So guess what? He showed us how to halak and how to carry it. When we had it, Amani, the book told you were supposed to do something with the tool. You ain't going to believe it. You're supposed to bind it. That's how you carry it. You're supposed to bind it and be as frontly before your eyes. Why would I be carrying the law back here? No, it's got to be here, where it can be as frontly between my eyes, so I constantly see it. I had to bind it around my neck, so you know what I'm saying? It'd be right here. Guess where it would fall if it's around my neck? Near the heart. See, if we just look at it from, let's go back and read what he told. Listen. For the rest, therefore, Akim, we palau and beseech you in the in the Adon for the master Yahushua, that as you have received from us how ye ought, which is expected and obligated to halak, walk, right? To carry and to plead in conjunction, because you had a word and there, conjunction, to please Elohim. So also you would halak, that you may abound the more. So if I walk to carry in a sense that he desires, then he allows me to become more productive. Mm-hmm. Even when you look at a tree, an ox, when an ox, sometimes, let me tell you something you'll learn with a tree, especially a fruit tree. Sometimes what you'll find with them, they'll carry, and sometimes you have low-hanging fruit because of the weight. So what you'll do, you'll cut limbs so you can get it up, because you don't want everything to just get to it. And someone can make a difference on the growth of the tree. You'll see some trees start to bend, because guess what? The way they carry. So that's why when you look at us, let's look at something right quick. See if that's the 12th chapter, 9th chapter of the book of Kahalath. Pick me up at 9, 12, 12, 12, 12, no, 12. Let's see, Kahalath. Let me see something. Let me see 12 and 9. Kahalath. They'll call it Ecclesiastic Kahalath. Let's see, that's what I want. 12 and 9. That's what I want. Let's see something. Okay? Now, this is all based off what we read. Nothing made. I want you to just see how to follow along and see how, and the reason why I do this, because what we've done before, we read stuff, and you just took it in it was left in your mind, your imagination, to come up with a conclusion. He never wanted that. He never wanted to be to our imagination. Everything was always synonymous with something. Y'all got it? Even it came down, Yahushua was telling us about he was like a man who had brought a ship in and sat down after he had brought everything, and he sat down, and what did he do? He started to separate his catch. He started to see what he's keeping, because sometimes with a net, you're dragging so much. On a ship, I don't have time to do that. I'm still fishing. But once I stop and I sat down and I come in the shore, I'll take my whole catch and I'll sit down and I'll start to go and I'll start to divide it. He says, so shall it be in the coming, in the end. See, before I told you about it, you needed something you knew. I don't have time to do that now. So you'll look at why people are going, why are these people still here? Right now, I'm still pulling in. Make no mistakes. I'm going to sit down and bring it to shore. And here, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to divide the catch. What I keep, what I'm going to throw away. He said, this is how it's going to be in the end. So you have something you can compare. And you know, that's the logic. People want to know, well, how must be, he got me in here. So everything in that net probably, he going to keep me because I'm in this net. I know he go, just till I get to shore. When I sat down, I bring that boat in the harbor, in the shore, I'll sit down now, and then I'm going to separate. I'm going to cast out what I'm not keeping. What I'm going to keep, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to bring it with me. So don't assume because you're here, he's going to keep you. That makes sense, though, doesn't it? So we don't get twisted. Listen, this is the Greek side. So we look at the Greek. Why are we looking at the Greek now? It's the oldest writing. So we're going to go back with a writing that's older than this one and this one, and then we can compare, okay? See, he said, and because the ecclesiastic, which is going to be the preacher or the lectures. Let's see. So because the Kahalath was
wise
And here he put above others, so it was what he did.
He still lament the knowledge.
See, that's what he said, because he was a wise and above others, so it was that he taught a more excellent knowledge. That's what they found about Yahushua. They had took knowledge with him. They said he didn't teach as one of the scribes. He taught as one of authority.
That's right.
Y'all didn't know why, because they thought he was an excellent teacher.
That's right.
He was an excellent instructor. That's why they told you that he didn't speak as a scribe. He spoke like one of authority, because he was more excellent in his knowledge and his range of information. The way he was able to use things that people compare. When they looked at people working on Shabbat, helping people, healing people, he said, well, which of you have an ox or a sheep that fall in a ditch on the Shabbat? He said, straightway you pull it out. He said, that's all I did with this person you accused me of working on. I saw these people in a hole. I just pulled them out. He said, it's always been lawful to do too. It's always been lawful to do good on Shabbat. Okay. Let's see.
Yea, he gave to heed and sought out and set in order.
Hold on. And the ear was traced out of the parable. So they look, you know what trace is. Now I want to find out why they use the word trace. What's some, I mean, I understand how he look at trace. Just look it up. These are different English writing words. They're writing from an older writing. They use trace. And we probably look it up from, I'm sure we're going to have to look it up from, because you use trace, you're going to typically follow the pattern. So I can see the ear being able to follow what is being told, what would be similar to tracing. You see what I'm saying? All I'm doing is following what's already there. So what I've been told, I can see it, you know, kind of working to that degree. Let's say to draw, find or discover by investigation, copy, or draw. Let's look at it from etymology. Mark, an object, or indication of the existence or passing of something. Okay. I mean, like I said, I had an idea already how they will use trace. He didn't say they follow strap. That's something above it. Follow a course, draw a line, make an outline of something. Also figuratively, ponder, investigate. I can be that. Old French tracer, look for, follow, pursue. I can see that. So I can see the ear pursuing. I can see the ear following after. Y'all got it? Based off of them saying tracing, investigating. Give me hands of some people that investigated. Hands. I got one beat y'all now. I already caught this hand. Let me see. Did I miss anybody out there in the hall? I ain't missing no hand. I saw Austin hand up first. Then I seen some more hand pop up. Who in there? How we gonna do this? I got a prescribe up here too now. Somebody said the first should be last. You ain't prescribed no more. What's your name? Oh, he just off. Is that Octagon? He's a higher title. We'll give you a higher title. We got to find what kind of title we're gonna give him. Old wise man. That's a high title. Yeah, old wise man. Woo, that's high. Who we going with? Now, Osterham was up first. Then I got old wise man. Then I got DeCola. That's the inner man. Oh, my pastor done jumped up. They're tight now. Y'all know my pastor been my pastor ever since I was a little boy. Oh, you jumping in the arena? Oh, we got something in the arena now. What are we gonna do now? Austin was first. Are we passing? Are we answering? Oh, he gonna answer. Let's hear that one. All right. Hold on. How many say he gonna get it right? Hold on. Listen to what it is. Listen. Look at, hey, Tal Smooth. I said I'm gonna get it right. He said search. When they start that stuff right there, you know what they're doing. Now when the right one comes, they're gonna say, that was my other answer. I said it was several. Do we have one answer or several answers?
I can give you a lot of different answers.
Okay.
Any one of them would be right. Any one would be an example.
I don't know how they're gonna work, because I got one in my mind, but you got several of them. He said, anyone, see, now this man done made his own self right. Not only all he got several answers, any one of them could be right. So you pass and you answer him. Is he gonna get it right, Bryce? Do you believe that? That's tight. That's tight. All right, let's go. What you got? Y'all hear that? He said a Yahudim Abira. Tell him why.
They were more noble than those of death and life, but they received the Bible already in mind and sought to search the scripture daily, what they
All right, what you got, Dwight? Cuff. Tell me about cuff.
When the women came back, they heard about they told about Yahushua. So they heard they went to investigate the.
They went to investigate. What y'all think about the white answer? He could be right too. What you say, Karen? He right. You right. That's right. It was the Yahudim Bureau, because the book said they received the Debar with all readiness of mind, and they searched the Sefer, searched the Kitabim, the scriptures, daily, whether those things were so. So what you know, what they heard, the ear traced it. They were investigated. They want to make sure so they can follow. And that's why I try to give y'all opportunity to do. When y'all hear things, I want you to just attach yourself to it. I want you to understand and make sure you really grasp the concept. At this point, it don't make sense to criticize or be a critic of other people and their teaching that they gave us, and then you lax and you just join to something that you don't really make sure that you're not sure you understand, and you understand how it actually operates. At this point, we need clarity. If you're going to get salvation, you got to have clarity. What is your present state? What is it you're trying to do or try to achieve? I see people, I tell you in the car, you see people, I see them, they walk to him. I ask them, what are you trying to do? I don't know. You ain't going to believe it. I knew that. That's why I asked you what you're trying to do. What are you trying to do? Something. So, and that's a lot of times how we are when it comes down to when it comes down to our salvation. That has to be primary. That's something you can't be indecisive about. You know what I'm saying? And in order for you to really get it, you got to make sure you're understanding what you're being taught. Don't just accept something because you hear it. Make sure you understand it. You got it. People get mad with you because you don't understand. That's their personal hang up, okay? You just do, so you don't believe me. It ain't about believing you if I don't understand something, I understand it. Make it where I can understand it. Why would he tell in Kabakut to write the Kazun and? Why would he make it plain? All you got to do is just believe it, whatever you hear. He said that's the only way they're going to run when they read it. They got to be able to understand it. Y'all got it? Okay. So we look at trace. Let's go. We go back into what we're reading. Pray the words you received of us. And what is that? 1 Thessalonians 4 and 9 now? I'm sorry. Oh, no. Kahala. No. Kahala. And because the Kahala was wise above others, so it was that he taught Ish excellent knowledge, and the ear was traced out of the Marshali. It's saying parable. Marshali, which is something concise. Okay, fables are just stories. Parables, I think it's still going to relate over to fables is what they use now. Stories that kind of have a kind of ending of truth. All right, let's go. Listen.
The Kahala sought to find out acceptable dabarim.
So they did. He sought to find out acceptable words. So I mean, he would have did if he searched diligently or sought out to do that. What we're going to look at that we just used the word. Investigate. He investigated. See, he didn't just say, well, if it's the word always in season. The word always good. He sought out what words fit for the occasion. That's why people mess up. It can be the word, but you could be using it at a time when it's not seasonable for it. You know what I'm saying? So he made sure that he used the right word. That's why his knowledge was more excellent. Some people just say, well, just read the Bible. You're going through some reading. You'll be reading. You won't even read something that even come to any conclusion of what you're going through. So it's not that the word isn't effective, it's just you didn't learn how to seek out the right words at the time that's more fitting. Make sense? So now the Kahalab, that's why his knowledge was more excellent, because he sought words that would be something, because you're trying to get the ear. You're trying to get the ear trained to hear it. So the ear listen to certain things. Hey, I'm getting away money. I don't care what a nigga doing. They said, what did he say? Them niggas, I heard somebody say getting away money. I don't matter. They said, shut up. What are we talking about? Shut up. Shut up. Because the ear's trained to hear certain things. So what did he do? He had to put words together to make the ear trace, go back over. I heard somebody say they're getting away money. That's exactly what I said. So guess what the ear just did? It traced it. What he said? Somebody said free food. That nigga mind everywhere. Anybody saying about no free food. He just said he was giving away money. So the ear traced it because now you recited back what you heard. So it makes sense now, the ear tracing. That's what we try. That's the goal, getting the ear to trace what it hears. And we'll know you trace it when you go back and implement what you're hearing, by action or verbally. Okay? Let's see.
The Kahala sought to find out acceptable dabarim, and that which was katab was Yashar.
See that? And this one, and a correct writing, even dabareens of amat. And guess what we doing? Who know what we doing? Did that man just speak in tongues? That man said, nope. All right, I got Apostle over here. You challenging him on the answer? Yeah, oh, goodness. All right, what you got? What you gonna say? What we doing? That's what we. This is what we're doing. Y'all should pay. So this should show you on the path. Listen, what the Kahalah sought diligently to find out acceptable words, dabarim, and a correct writing, even words of
Amat.
what we're doing. We got the Greek, the Latin, and we got the English.
That's right.
Now, I've been translating English, but these are three different writings. Now, we've been trying to seek out what's the correct writings. What are the words we need to say that he will accept? Y'all got it? Okay, let's see what else he told us.
The dabarim of the wise are as golds, and as nails fastened by the masters of assemblies.
Hands for goals. Oh, I got Rod back here. Gotta get the teacher. Who outranked the teacher? That professor. Oh, they are the principal. That's what I'm get that down, the principal. He told you to be gone. What you got? Something in sight. Now, a lot of niggas, all niggas should know that. We've been arrested for inciting a riot. Meaning something you did caused that to happen. Well, he said that's what the Kahalah words did. It incite. It caused something to happen. Y'all done heard of being charged here being inciting for a riot?
That's right.
Meaning something you did caused this chaos. Well, what he did caused people to stir them to want to get the salvation, the plan of salvation. So now he looked at the words of the wise are as golds. They incite and
as nails fastened by the masters of assemblies.
Y'all see what he said? And he used something that we would know, and as nails firmly fastened. Why would he use that? Because we will understand words aren't actually literal things happen. These are things coming out of your mouth. The only way to give power to word is that the action follow. I said, nigga, I'll hit you right now. That's me talking. What y'all say? That nigga talking. He ain't hitting nobody. Now you say, oh shoot, that nigga did what he said he gonna do. Well, now he gave you something. What nails are usually people put them to hang pictures. And you put them in a place to suspend it where it can hold it for a long period of time. Y'all got it? Until you're ready to take it down or move, whatever the situation. Well, he said that's the same thing that come down to the words of the wise. They incite, and they're equivalent to nails that are fastened firmly to keep something attached. Well, that's the same thing we look at when it came out salvation with him. That's why he used them. We could literally see he kept them to keep them attached. Huh? That's why people have keeping something intact. So it don't fall, you don't drop, you don't lose it. The man was suspended in the air. We had to make sure he was firmly affixed. Well, what did we learn from the book of Uncleanness 1 and 1? That in the beginning, what was it? And what was the bar? And where was it at? The same one. Now he just told us about the word. Well, the word of the wise are as golds, right? Incite. Yahushua incited us, didn't he? And as nails firmly fastened. We saw the word actually being held as suspended, being kept. And guess what the book tells us in the book of Yahuah? Now unto him that's able to keep you from falling. How he going to do that? He's going to firmly fix it. Equivalent to somebody using nails to keep something attached. Why? How you going to tell me, how you going to keep me from falling? Unless I'm firmly affixed to something. Then you have to give me the right words to incite me to get me to that point. Salvation ain't something you just go and just pick up and get. You have to actually be taught, and you have to be maneuvered to it. Okay, it's a trick. It's something you move to get in the door. Something it's a certain way you got to maneuver. Sometimes it's a tilt. Sometimes it's a flip. Sometimes you might flip it up. Somebody try to, nope, got to turn it and then twist it, and then you get it in. It's all about maneuvering. And some people really don't get it. They don't know how to maneuver. They get this, they ain't going to fit it, turn around and go. Somebody will put it right in there. Sometimes people see it in. I don't know how they must have built the house around it because they're not thinkers. Y'all seen that? I don't know how they got this thing. It don't make no sense. No, it got in here. They definitely built a house around it. It got in here. You just got to figure out how to get it out. Well, that's what you look at yourself. You got yourself in this mess. Now you got to figure out how to get yourself out. Hello? And to stay out means you got to permanently affix you somewhere so you don't wind up putting yourself back in that detriment. Make sense? Okay. Which have been from one
by agreement.
That's right, by I know James didn't say that. I've been from one ra'ah by agreement. It's a consensus on. Let's look what he told them.
And further, by these my being be admonished of making many.
When he told us, and he said being admonished to one, he told us to guard thyself by means of them. Y'all see that? Make sure you guard yourself. Protect yourself at all times. I would tell you, boss, protect yourself at all times.
That's right.
Now he told you about this, he wants you to guard yourself. By these words that have been firmly affixed, by the things that have been put here in the protocol he given us, he said, I want you to use these to guard yourself. That's to protect yourself at all times. And what happened was a lot of times we get defeated, we drop our guard. We get in a comfortable end, we feel pretty good, we relax. That don't mean Satan is, or his tricks, or the things he'll use, or other culprits he'll use with him to try to get you off the path. Because you got to remember, you don't receive of us how you ought to walk and to carry. Remember that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see what he told us.
Of making many suffer, there is no end.
Y'all see that? So that's why you got a Greek, Latin, English, and you got a whole bunch. You got German and French versions. But this was before, he told them before they did it. You had over 200 copies by 1522. What we in now, 2022?
Yes, sir.
People stopped probably making them. Talking about different versions. They ain't stopping because every time somebody read and they don't like them, they change it.
That's right.
They got one with Adam and Steve. I mean, they were talking about that early 90s. They came out with Adam and Steve copy. They said, I don't know how people come up as a man or woman. It could have been 2 men in the garden. So, but guess what? Who told us though? Listen, of making many books, there is no end.
Yes, sir.
So when they gonna stop?
It don't.
So this is showing you just he already foreknowing. These people ain't gonna stop. Every time a religion, black people do it too. When we don't like something, we change everything.
Yep.
Once we find out Jesus wasn't white, now it give us the creeds now we can make every word black. Then they got a ghetto version. Cause we ain't talk like that. Y'all do know that, right? They been came out with that one too. Ebonic version. Yeah, how many y'all didn't know that? They got an Ebonic version. Yeah, they say you gotta have one with the street slang, cause that's how we talk.
Oh, wow.
Well, let me ask you something. Is there any wronger than the NIV version?
No, sir.
See, that's how they program. Our end more funny than anybody all of a sudden. But the NIV version ain't like, yay, Lord. Would you like a cup of tea or some gravy? Seriously? That ain't funny?
Yes.
It's laughable. But it's hysterically funny when we find out they got one, oh, man, who nigga talk like that? The word nigga not even insulting. The word nigga actually refers to being an emperor coming from the goose. The word nigga itself was used. The Egyptians used it. And now in Africa, everybody pride. They say, we don't use nigga. I know, white man got you.
Yep.
Nigga was not no insult. How you think we come up and use it as endearment and say, what's up, my nigga? You doing, man? Nigga, chilling. Okay, nigga. And then you say, nigga, what's wrong with you, nigga? Because you're an emperor don't mean you can't be out the way. It's an emperor. See, when we start learning the dynamics of our words, we start to put the power back in and we put the respect back on it. Let's look up this nigga thing for him. Let me see. Let's look at it from Africa. It's important. A lot of stuff I didn't know it years ago. A lot of stuff I didn't know. People ain't, what they say? Man, why you don't say that, man? You degrading us. It's not. When white people met you, you were calling yourself nigga. White people learned what it was when they came back. That's why they called you nigga. But when they gave it back to you got to America, what they told you? It was a low-down, disgusting, dirty person. So now it made it look like don't use the word. It's an insult. Then we started crying. I'm going to knock a white man in the mouth. Call me nigga again. Call me nigga. You don't even know what he calls you. Because we run the fights. And nigga don't even know what the devil tell him. He called you a nigga. What did he call you? He called me a nigga. You know what a nigga is. What did he call you? A nigga. What did he call? What's the meaning of it? You don't play crazy. You know what a nigga is. You don't know. So you fighting something, you don't even know what it means. Folks hate me. I don't like that word nigga. What does it mean? Nigga. Also, nigga, 1925 represents Southern U.S. pronunciation of nigger, related interests, and more. Let's go ahead and look at Africa. They start earlier, nigger, Scottish, Northern English dialect, nigger, from French, negre, from the Spanish, negro, which is a color, from the early use of this term. They carry with all this. What's that? Obligee and contempt and rejections, which whites have inflicted on blacks. Cited in, I don't want to read this. This is stuff. Get me on back to the African meaning. I'll get the niggles. Niggles. Listen to this. Title of a ruler. Was that Abyssinian 1590s from Amharic, Semitic, Nigus, king from stream. Was that Nigos? He forced ruler. See that? Man ain't told you nothing. So when a white man met you, we would call ourselves niggas. So what he called you? Go ahead, nigga. And now he told you it meant dirty, disgusting person, and they hate me for using it. You see what it was? Emperor, king. Right. They used it. But see, now we said, and then white people can't figure. How would you walk up to each other? We say, what's up, nigga? Man, nigga be tripping, man. You know, nigga ain't doing that, man. I'm saying the king ain't doing that. The emperor, if I knew what I'm saying, I'm calling him emperor. He called me emperor. How many of him break out fighting? From calling each other emperor. What's up, ruler? Nothing, ruler, everything. Nick, what? Nigga, you call me a ruler? Nigga, I'm a low-down, disgusting, dirty person. That's how they make a fool out of it. And the first thing, don't you use that word in this house. You know how many people died for that word? Our people so dumb. It makes no sense. It's the title of a ruler. Why, but then ask yourself, why would your oppressor teach you that? Why would he teach you that? And then the white man get you, come in and call you a nigga. You about to fighting man. I just call you a ruler. You don't call me, I ain't nothing, I'm a nigga, I'm a felon. I'm a nobody. He think he fighting for something, and you fighting against something, the man tell you you're a ruler. He's so dumb, he think he insult you. So he trained his own people to tell you he's insulting you. When he's not insulting you, he complimenting you. He's showing you this how dumb you are, so you'll accept Jesus as your ruler, and you'll fight being a nigga. That's why you'll be fighting at. He's trying to make Jesus your ruler. Because now he's trying to take a ground pig and trying to tell you have a ground pig to rule over you. You nigga. Now they ready to fight. Jesus, they happy, relaxed. Nigga, you fight me, hate me. Nobody taught us. Nobody taught us. So I like doing stuff like that so I can show people so they can see, drop some of the anger and frustration you got to hate. It's some people, they start watching me, hey, you that nigga word. And that degrade, look at, ooh, he degrades some. Y'all saw how degrade black people? Ooh, he just insults them and, just treat them bad. And Dr. King died for going up there bottling trash. Stop lying. He did not die for no nigga word. Dr. King went playing with them cracker trash in Tennessee. They tried to tell him don't go back. His own people told him to move on, leave it alone. He went back. That's how he got killed. Dr. King did not get killed for no nigga word. So if you're telling people that, you're a liar. He died playing with trash. Sanitation workers in Tennessee were being treated unfairly. Let me see. You are a trash man. How do you treat a trash man? You handle trash. And get what they holler about. Get what they complain about. You ain't gonna believe it, Dave. Unsanitary working condition. The trash people were complaining about unsanitary and safe working condition. You're handling trash. There's no safe, sanitary way to handle trash on a truck, okay? Woo! Here we go. This ain't hard. How about get another job? Come on, I mean, the man got killed for trash. He did not get killed for no nigga word. Stop lying. Stop putting stuff out here making a fool out of people. Tell the truth. Some cause it, Dr. King says you're left alone. You can't fix everything. I'm just being honest with you. You can't fix anything. You want to fix the problem with some people? Some of it is by changing choices people make. Giving them choices, okay? When you allow white people to pick your career choices, what do you think you're going to get? Let me tell you something. All right. I guarantee you can go through these black students today. Very few of them want to be doctor, lawyer, professor, being some astute and putting themselves in place, being politician, being people law changer. They don't give black people, they don't shoot us in those directions. They shoot us in other directions. We might go IT. We might want to go do some computer. We don't get things that life change things. We do stuff that puts us in jobs. It's not by chance. Look at that. Oh, see, our word ain't got it. See that? Nigga. To what? Nigga shine. What you holler? Nigga, what trying to shine on a nigga for? What? You just said it. And you gonna ask me what I'm trying, how ain't amazing when you say that? Always trying to shine on a nigga. You think white folk don't listen to your conversation? Now they fight me, and it's, look at them, they too dumb to even know it. You supposed to shine. Like there's that nigga bling-a-ling-a-ling. They're like a finger on a ring. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? He tried that when we nigga shine. What you already said? I'm gonna shine, nigga. Ain't that right? Folk ain't right. What you supposed to do, nigga? They might well change whatever the name of that somebody call it, nigga. Man, hit that nigga, man. Hit that nigga to illuminate. What y'all think Yahuah was doing up on that tap? Nigga! That nigga was shining. That was my nigga. He was shining. See that they make everything sound bad. Don't know everything that man. Oh, look, he talking street, your mama street. This in your book, glitter to illuminate, to shine. Stop letting people dumb y'all down. That's how they beat us, your fears. Things you don't know hurt you. Because you know so little, you run and you fight every truth. It's not a bad word. More people just need to understand how to use it. More I'm going to use it less. Somebody you said with disgusting behavior, so I would never call you a nigga. Emperors don't carry themselves like that. See, they understood that. They'll know niggas ain't supposed to drink wine. He said not good for rulers to drink wine. Neither have a strong drink. You supposed to teach them. They ain't for niggas. Y'all know that? Because you supposed to be illuminated. You supposed to shine. See, we can start educating our people differently. They have a different look. It's a different outcome of their future. We don't even raise our kids to strive for these successes. Let me tell you why most time we want to teach our kids about being a doctor. Take 10 years. Who gonna pay their bill for 10 years? You need to get something so you can get in and get on out. We rush them through something to get something, you don't get no job. Hurry up and get through. To be a doctor, these are 10 years, so white people do it because you're what? You'll fade away. You won't stay consistent long enough, and you'll give up. A lot of them say, I was going to be a doctor. I was going, because they fix it where you can't afford to. White people collab. White men will get with white women and say, listen, I'm going to be a doctor. They'll sign contracts, and she'll say, listen, I'm going to pay for you to go to school. Anything happen, we divorce, I'm getting that figure for the rest of my life. Deal. It don't be about no love. They got enough sense to just come. I ain't agreeing with that about the marriage part, but the fact they will come together and collab. Because she'll look at this joker make a doctor. This joker gonna make $250. $250, maybe $300,000. I get me 60, 70 of that on top of what I'm gonna do and get married again. I'm sad. I'm sad. He looking at, I gave up. Okay, they might say, man, stupid. He get up $70,000. He didn't go to school to be a doctor. The nigga make $30,000 a year now. He looking at long term, this a better deal. Me and her divorce, I give her that 70 a year. I'm making 300. I give her 70, I'd have never made this on my own if I'd have been a lone gunner like Tony Smith, niggas. And be stuck in the 20s. Stuck in the 30s because you don't know how to think. You don't know how to work. You got to, I can't help it. I'm just killing my time. I'm just killing time. Come on, let me get back and finish up what I got. Y'all gonna mess around having me hung high like preacher blood pressure. Mm-hmm. All right, this is 12. All right, this 12 verse. This is still Kahalab, they call it Ecclesiastes, it's 12 and 12. And moreover, my being, guard thyself by means of them, of making many sefer books. There is no end, and much study is of the flesh, of the basal. It'll wear you out. That's why all these books they got, I don't read everything. I don't have time. It'll break it down. And then you know what it's going to do? It's a way to really throw you off. Well, read this book and find out for yourself. It's too much running through. It'll take you too long a time. It'll kill you out. Come on. Listen.
Let us shama the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let us hear the end of the matter.
Yahuah Elohim, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of Ish.
Mm-hmm. Listen.
For Elohim shall bring every work into mashpah, with every secret thing, whether it be tube or whether it be rosha.
Now, let's look at one more thing on here called halal. See if that's the 9th chapter. No, I'm sorry, 7 and 28. 7 and 28 called halal. I want y'all to hear that at the conclusion, though. And see if that makes sense to you. 7 and 28. Because we already found out that he was wise. Right? All right, this 28. The Greek saying is actually verse 29. Go ahead.
Which yet my nafash seeketh, but I find not.
He said he couldn't find it. What did you couldn't find?
One ish among 1,000 have I found, but in a shah among all those have I not found.
He said he couldn't find one man out of 1,000. He couldn't find one woman out of them. Come on.
Lo, this only have I found.
But behold, this have I found that.
Elohim hath made Adam Yashar.
Yes, sir, he did. He made man, Adam. He made him
Yashar.
upright. But
They have sought out many inventions.
the reason why this is key for you, because Shaul told you in 1 Thessalonians 4 and 1, furthermore, you received of us how you ought to, what was it? How you ought to carry. How you ought to be upright. Because that's how he made you.
Right.
See, you just can't take it because he said he told you. He said you received of us because he made him upright. So that's why you're supposed to know how to carry the Torah. And you know what people say? You shouldn't carry yourself that way. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Y'all never heard people say that, how you carry yourself? They said a whole lot. Why would they use carry when you're walking? And right? Because you're projecting something. You're projecting something. So that's why he was teaching about furthermore how you ought to walk. So you can do what? So you know how to carry yourself. That makes sense? That's just being honest. And these things are important to us because we've been reading and assuming to know something we don't know and we never understood. They understood how they should carry themselves. Okay? Hello? Yes, sir. Come on, let's finish up. 1 Thessalonians right quick. Now I'm going to get ready and let y'all go. Most High willing. Let me finish up this. 4, what we left out? 4 and 1, 4 and 2? We did halak. We did halak. Okay, please. So we did this. Abound more and more. Let's see what he told us. 4.
Ye know what amar we gave you
He said, what precepts we given to you.
by the Adon Yahushua.
And it's important to recognize him as the Adon because first of all, you need to look at who's your master. Right? Who sets the tone for us? That's important. See, in reference, it's important to know how you do things and how things are set. I'm trying to think of what you call this. Something like, so I guess kind of like what orthography, when you use it, which is style of you writing and how you pen things and kind of how you do, whether you use hyphenations or different things like that. It's important for us to reference and know things like that. It's a reason of why they write. You have to look at writing skills and styles because there's a significance in it. And just like they let us know exactly who he is the Adon. He's the master. That's why you need to pay attention to who's talking, who's speaking, and what their position is. It makes a difference in I guess, looking for the word, what you kind of give to it. You know what I'm saying? Some things bring you to a more seriousness about things. Can't think of the exact word I'm trying to use at the time, but that gives us why we should give a more seriousness to it, like we heard. Therefore, we ought to give a more earnest heed to the things we heard because the Adon gave it to us. This is from the Adon. He said, everything you got from us came from the master, and he let you know who he is. He's Yahushua. But this is the will of Elohim. Listen.
Even your Kadash,
Even your Kadash.
that ye should abstain from Zanu.
See that? He told you, first of all, when he came to tell you about that you should abstain, abstain is keep away from, right? But he told you, first of all, your Kadash. Kadash is to separate. I'm sorry. To set aside. Set aside. But Dal is to separate. So Kadash is to set aside. That's what it means. We didn't know how to set aside. They taught us years ago, holy, sanctified, sanctificate. They didn't know what they was talking about. It's actually set aside. That's all it was. And the will of Elohim is that you set aside. Y'all got it? But Dal is that you separate. So you're supposed to set aside. That's how you're going to abstain from fornication. You can't abstain from it laying right there. Set aside. Get away from it. The bigger reason why we keep getting trapped with things, we don't first of all realize the first thing you need to do is you need to set yourself aside. Hello? Hey, people do it with money. They'll put some money to the side, right? That money ain't to be used like other money. Some people might get it, fold and put in their wallet. They spending money. They'll say, you got some money. Not that. That's set aside for something. Well, that's what he told you. First of all, to keep you from abstaining is to set yourself aside. But dog and set aside is two different words, okay? But you need to understand what you need to do for it, because he's talking about the will. But this is the will of Elohim, your setting aside that you should abstain from fornication. That's why you don't go and do it, because you've been set aside. See, you got to have a reason and rational. Why you think you give in to do it? The reason why people resonate, because they don't understand why they're doing it. They don't make, listen, once people catch you in conversation and you don't know why, then you consent. Because I really ain't got no rational reason why. I do. I'm set aside. When you set something aside, if you got some money, you got to put up somewhere in your mattress or in a jar. You put that money ain't to be used like you use your everyday money, right? It's set aside for something, right? For a particular purpose. Well, that's why I can't give in to fornication or adultery, because I've been set aside for a particular purpose. But if you don't know what the purpose is, then what? Some people might set aside for a trip, set aside for buying a house, set aside for getting a new car, set aside for cotton, and if anything come up, they'll say, I ain't got nothing. They say, you got something right there. That ain't for that. That's not for that. I got that for a particular use. Well, guess what? That's why you don't indulge in the fornication adultery. That's why you can't indulge in the drunkenness line, because you've been set aside. Because guess why? That's his will. His will is that I be set aside. The reason why people can keep going, and you wonder, how did people? Because they've been set aside. Got it? Come on.
That every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in Kudash and Kabod.
See that? Every one of you should know how to possess it, still keeping control of your body and doing what? Setting it aside and making sure it's for dignity. Because when you set something aside, being Kodash, you can also set prostitutes aside. All those set aside too. So you got to know which one. So to make sure you didn't confuse, a prostitute is also Kodash. She's set aside for what purpose? For prostitution, to make money with her body. Well, he said, I want to teach you how to possess your body and set it aside and still have honor and dignity with it. That's the will of Elohim. Okay? All right, come on.
Not in the lust of concupiscence, even as the Goyim which know not Elohim.
And listen, that know not
Elohim.
So they don't know Elohim. Guess what else they don't know?
How to possess
the will. If I don't know Elohim, how am I know his will? Now, the reason we're going to reference this to who? Hands. Reference it to who? I got a kasha all the way from Japan. I remember my cousin, he was in Japan. He called my granddad. He said, well, you calling from Japan? He was hollering. He wanted to make sure my cousin could hear him on that phone. He knew that was a long distance call, and my granddad had to holler so he could hear him from Japan. So we got a man on Cain all the way from Japan. Now I want to see what he got to tell us. What we got? Who we going to reference to? Correct, Pharaoh. When Moshe came and told Pharaoh that Yahuah had commanded us to come out and keep a 3-day muhad, he asked who was him and that he should obey him, which means I don't know him. Why would I know his will? So when you're committing katab, katab, which is sin, transgression, a violation, a foul, you're only doing it because you don't know him. Y'all got it? That's why he told you not in the passion of lust, strong sexual desire, like the who? The Goyim, the Gentile, the nation that know not Elohim. So this shouldn't come upon you, because that would mean you would be doing acts like people that don't know him. Right. He's looking at, I couldn't fathom you doing it and you know him and his will. All right. See, he referenced to something, because you know why? And then telling us this will make us more eager to not violate. Because you know what? We looked at all other nations as dogs. Y'all Lord domesticate. Anything that was not considered to be Yahoo demon, you're a dog anyway. You'll do anything. When we found something, the book told us if we found something that died of itself, he said, you can't eat it. You could die. I'm set aside. I can't eat nothing that died of itself. He said, but you can set it to the other Goyim. So how I look at them? I'm looking at this, I'm hungry. I said, man, I can't eat that stuff. That stuff like garbage. They were like, hey, man, what's up, man? What's wrong with that? You want to buy it? You can eat it. I can't eat it. I'm set aside. I couldn't eat it. This thing done died of itself. I couldn't eat it. But he said I could get it. Because you know what? he looked at these are lower domesticated people. They don't know me. They can do that. Don't even waste your time wrestling. Let them eat it. Sell it to them. Let them eat it. People don't know why white Jewish people, they say, man, Jewish people say anything. Why do you think they do it? Because they view you as a dog. They took your book, learned your language, and they use it on you. Man, them Jewish people, they'll sell you dope. There ain't nobody say they couldn't sell no dope. They can't sell it to their own people. They say, I can sell it to you. You're a stranger. You're a dog to me. See, they be hating on people that your book told you to do it to other people. Go figure. You hate them because they beat you to the punch? Come on, 6 right quick. Come on. Listen.
That no ish go beyond and defraud his
Go
art.
beyond said overreach, nor circumvent his brother in business. Why?
Because that the Adon is the avenger of all such.
As?
We also have forewarned you and testified.
So that he teaching us how to do business. Look at that. And business. Would you teach that to people that slaves? Or you teach that to people that operate in business, that know how to do business? And this is part of our dialogue. See, our book, no, this is where you mess up. Everybody think, I'm coming to church so I can learn how to be saved. Why the man talking about business? Why is he talking about me circumventing my brother in business? I don't know why y'all think y'all need white folks over y'all to do business. The book teach y'all to do business. I ain't supposed to try to beat you in no business. They'll wonder why them Jewish feet, they'll swindle them on. They won't do it to their own. Wow. Burn in hell for that, huh? So your book teach you not to do it to each other. He said, you could do it to them. He said, don't, you're overreaching. That man done borrowed $100 from me. Yeah, man, I'm going to need $600. That man, oh, you overreaching. What you get $600 from? You can't do that. No. See that? You overreaching. You let me know you overreaching. Let me do the 100 back. It's other people you can get that money from. See, it taught us how to operate right just well. It won't be no art against us. How he gonna feel I gave him $100, he gotta give me $600 back, and he borrowed? That man gonna be pissed. And it's gonna cause a conflict between him and I. He said, man, just give me back the 100. I don't want to just give me the 100 that I loan you, and we done with that. Keep it moving. I got somebody else I can loan $100, and I can tell them they owe me $1,000. And then I'm gonna go to hell. And that no man overreach nor circumvent his end, because the Yahuah is the avenger of all. And I don't know why these folks told me I'm supposed to be talking about, you know, the Bible said you ain't supposed to be nobody in business. I don't know what Bible you read. It don't even say that. It just told you what you're supposed to do with your art. See, it's a bit different. Folks always going pushing stuff, talking about, that's everybody. So everybody in the world my brother now. Yahushua said when his mother and them came to see him, that his mother and brother were those that hear the word of Elohim and do it. So how all of a sudden the whole world my brother? Because here we go, more ignorant Christian teaching. And the preacher beat you all the time. Come on right quick, we'll finish at 7. Most High will. Listen to this. Listen what he did.
For Elohim hath not called us unto uncleanness, but unto Kodash. He therefore that despiseth not Ish, but Elohim, who hath also given unto us his Kadash Ruach.
That's right, his separated spirit. That's a spirit that he gives to people that's separated. You trying to obtain it, salvation. Ruach HaKadosh, how many people want it? Guess how you get it? It's a separated spirit. Guess what the will of Elohim is? That you be separated. And he want to give you a separated spirit. So why you still hooked up and cluttered up with everything else, trying to get a separated spirit? The fact that he told you that Elohim had not called us under uncleanness, what are you using? What are you using to reference that? Hands? Antoine, you can raise your hand. That was slick that he like, what you gonna use to verify? Uh-oh. Hold on for me, let me ask a question. This man raised his hand and said, like, I don't know, I just throw it out here. Let me ask you in throwing out here. Is this an answer that you feel like is the answer, or you gonna try something? No, I don't want to appreciate it. I want to know the answer. Now I got you, and I got the cookie, and I got the old wise man. Or is it the old man?
Ancient wise.
Oh, ancient wise man. All right, he moved it to the ancient wise man. All right, and they got cookie crumble, or what kind of cookie is it? Big cookie, chocolate chip. Chip Ahoy. Then we got Chip Ahoy. We got ancient wise man, and we got Job O'Neese. Y'all like that? I just came up with that. Now, huh? So we'll the emperor from Japan. That we'll call him, the emperor from Japan. Now who we going with now? Now we got the valley. We got the valley. There's a lily in the valley. And we got lily in the valley back there. Who we gonna go with? She's like, at least that was you gonna go with the lily in the valley. There's a lily in the valley. You got the answer? Is it the right answer? Hold on, no, we're not doing that. A lot of right answers. We heard this. I didn't hear a lot of right answers, but this and this one.
Don't touch the whore. Be clean.
You said don't touch that whore. I'm not touching the whore.
Don't touch the whore.
Oh, the heart of mountain. Okay. I thought you said that whore. No, don't tell them you shouldn't be touching them.
Be clean.
Be clean.
Be set aside.
Be set aside. You ain't read nothing that said all that. You just made up. You done made up a Bible verse now. And then you hollered, "Be clean. Don't touch the whore." No. I know what you're talking about. For those who don't know what he's talking about. Who don't know what he's talking about? He's talking about the 20th chapter of the book of U'ala Shemut. That's when they were told when they were coming out. They was going there and they were going to come to the bottom of the heart. They'd already been given a sentence, I think, in the 19th chapter, telling them about not to touch it. They're supposed to wash their clothes and set aside against the third day. All right. What else I got? Hold on for a minute. What happened, Cookie? You had the same answer? No. I had the same. Oh, okay. Hold on. Hold on for a minute. This is what I got. He got ready to head. Now, this is what I'm hearing. I hear that mom. Yeah, I'm going to see what he's going to say. He take it. What is he going to see what he's going to say? Do you feel good about your answer? You going to shoot your shot? I'm going to block it. Go ahead. Let me see if we can block. Let's see what it. All right, what is it?
The law moot.
Get that junk out of here. Now, the law moot.
Dead body.
Whew, all right. So, hold on, I had somebody. Hold on. I got the emperor from Japan. Oh, we're going with Chippewa. All right, Chippewa. What you got, Chippewa? With what? With cuff. He had to do what? Oh, he talking about rise, slay, and eat. Oh, rise, slay, and eat. Okay, he using that for Elohim and not call us under uncleanness, but under Kadash. The only problem will be about what you're using. What he talking about, for those that don't know, when Cornelius, who was of the centurions, who was the Italian, he was of the regiment, a so-called Italian band, he did not play an instrument. When he went, when Cuff had gone up on top of the roof, he was hungry, he had fallen into a trance. And he saw a kazun, a vision of a sheep being knitted at four corners, and Yahuah told him to rise, slay, and eat. And he said, not so, for nothing common and clean is never entered into my vessel. This thing was done thrice, and it was received up in the Shamaim. I wouldn't use that simply because he was called, and he did assume at the first that he was called to eat it. So that could be conflicting, you know what I'm saying, based off of he was being told to rise, slay, and eat. But he knew he wouldn't, so you wouldn't say he didn't call. Somebody would try to argue the measure that he did call him, whether or not he knew or not he was called to uncleanness to see where he was at. Got what I'm saying? That could be argumentative. Yes, sir. I got the emperor from Japan. From Japan? Come on.
The issue of blood from a woman,
The issue of blood from a woman.
so she'd be unclean.
She will be unclean. Okay. Uh-oh. I had a bishop if I get you. No, we're going to go over here now. Oh, that's good. He said he'll right. Go ahead. What is that?
I was just going to say Yahushua. Zechariah chapter 3.
Zechariah chapter 3. Oh, we had unclean clothes on. I had to tell it. For those who don't know, the book of Zechariah, which is the book, I mean, y'all has remembered, or y'all is reminded, when he found Yahushua, who they called Joshua, the Rosh Kohan, the high priest, they would call it. When he was found, he on filthy clothes. And he told him to take off the filthy clothes from him and put clean clothes on a robe and a clean mitre upon him. He told him to put it. That's what he said he would use. And I would say no, but okay, you use it. Uh-oh. I got Ryan out here strong. We got you an office though. Oh, he was humble bishop. What we had him, a Lord bishop? Miniature. Mini bishop. Who? Oh, that's right. Evangelist. That's right. We had him out evangelist. That's right. Thank you for him to keep with these titles. Go ahead, Ryan. Hold on, what you say now? Hold on for a minute, hold on. You said a lot there. What you say? When Yahshua was a child, then I hopped him, and I called my being out of Mizraim. That ain't bad. I probably wouldn't use that one, though. But you could do that. Really, what I would tell y'all to use, really, just the book of you call. I mean, the book of, no, sorry. Uyakra. At the 20th chapter, right quick. Let's see. Who's that? Uyakra? The book of Uyakra. They'll call it Leviticus. I'm going to try to finish y'all up. I'll try to finish y'all up here and go. Uyakra. Let's say it. Ooh. Let's see if it's 20 and 1. I'll just read that right quick. Let me say. Uyak, the book is he called. Remember that Uyakra means and he called. So he just told you Elohim is not called us unclean, but what? Under Kudash. That's what the whole book is. See, I know y'all were using instances, so y'all did good on what you're saying. The only reason I could take this, where I'm at now, I don't just take stuff because I read it. He just said he hadn't called me on uncleanness. I have a whole book where he called me. So I got to check behind. My ear is tracing. I need to check because I might go back in that book. He might say, listen, man, get y'all a hole, man. You know what I'm saying? Go on, chill out, man, smoke. You know, toot that cane. So I have to be assured of myself, what did he call me to? He said he hadn't called me, right? The book is called Uyakra, which means, and he called. So let me see what did he call me to do. Let's see. Listen.
And Yahuah spake unto Moshe, saying, Again thou shalt say to the Banim of Yasharal, whosoever he be of the Banim of Yasharal, or of the strangers that sojourn in Yasharal,
proselyte,
that giveth any of his seed unto Moloch, he shall surely be put to moot.
What happened?
The arm of the land shall bond him with a bond. And I will set my Pani against that Ish, and would cut him off from among his arm.
So if he be cut off from his people, what he going to be? He's going to be Kodash too. If I'm going to cut him off, that means he's set aside, right? So you know the difference. That's why he had to let you know how to possess your body in Kodash, in honor. Because now I cut this man, and you'll say, well, that's Kodash. See, the fact that you'll let them pass through Molech, how many don't know what Molech is? Okay, what it is, all right, Molech is this. Like if you had a sucker, a candy, if you lick it one time, and you keep licking, that's Molech. You licking it more than one time. No, I'm just So that's when you call it Molech. You're supposed to lick it one time. You licked it 3, 4, 5. That's Molech. No, Molech is the owl. They still have this today in California and Washington State. Molech is not dead. So they have this owl. It's a giant owl they have every year. These celebrities and politicians go here and they all burn Molech and they offer kids to it. When he told them not to let your kids pass through the fire, because they will put the children inside the owl and they will burn it. And it will be a sacrifice to Molech. It was an owl. It was an owl god. So that's why he told you, you're not supposed to let your children pass through the fire unto Molech. Nicolas Cage got a movie with it. How many of y'all not seen it? Now they look at it. It's a movie he got it with it about Wicker Man. Y'all get a chance to look at it. You'll see it's about Molech. They're not going to tell you about it. You'll look. They will take kids and they say, y'all don't know why these kids come up missing now. They still do this. I've been told, listen, if y'all saw the news, they have had a big mess with these immigrant kids coming here, they missing. Who told y'all about this? I've been told y'all there was no reason for these kids to keep coming. They came out a problem at the border. There's no problem at the border. They are calling, why am I going to flip 3 countries to come to somewhere I'm finna get turned around? I done left my, and I'm going to scuffle to get through Mexico to get turned around. They're telling them people to come. When they're getting here, they'll arrest them, separate them. They're taking the kids. They're sacrificing them. Yep. They got Republicans bringing them. They want to bring this stuff to trial on them folks. Oh, they know about it. It's bad. Now they starting to talk about the news. These kids are missing. Yep. When Trump was in there, you know, they had the big thing. They were separating the kid from the parent. Everybody like, why they separating the kid? They were taking the kid. You don't speak English. How many of y'all understand that? I don't know what you're saying. So who do you complain to over here about it? You don't even speak English. Your kid gone. So this stuff he tell you, that's what they did. They actually take these kids and they sacrifice to Molech. Listen, to defile my Makdash, my place of worship, come in, and profane the shem of them that are consecrated, which are set aside to me. Come on.
And if the arm of the Arats do any ways
Natives of the land should in any wise overlook that man.
when he giveth of his seed unto Malak,
So,
and kill him not, then I will set my pani against that Ish and against his mishpachah, and will cut him off, and all that go a-whoring after him to commit whoredom with Malak from among their arm.
now this is something I'm going to get y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. This is just one thing I'm just trying to tell you about. You'll go to the 11th chapter right quick, and I'm going to just try to finish y'all up there. But like when he's telling about like turning, and I will set my face against him, I think the word you're going to look for is going to be panah. P-A-N-A-H. Panah. Panah means to turn toward. Pani is face. So panah is to turn toward or turn away. Y'all got it? They say he's going to say he's going to actually turn his face toward him. Now for us, that would be, so we look at him turning his face towards you in a good way, right? And we look at him turning his face towards you in a negative way. Because now he's letting them know, I'm going to turn my face toward that man. I'm going to set myself against that man to take that person down. This is 11:1. Same book, Uyakra. We'll try to finish y'all up over here so y'all can go. Listen.
And Yahuah spake unto Moshe and to Aharon, saying unto them,
Do what?
Speak unto the Banim of Yasharal, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the Arats. Whatsoever parteth the hoof, and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
Now, why are you hearing this? Because Elohim done called you. And guess what he didn't call you to? So it shows you in every faction. Whether you giving your kids off, whether you doing behaviors, or what you eating. So you know what folks say? One thing about I'm good, the blood of Jesus came and paid me so I can eat pork. So you say he called you to uncleanness. See, this is the book he called you. That's why see, the reason your problem, when I say our problem is, because when you hear him say I call you unclean, you don't understand what did he tell you. I covered everything when it came down to you. What you eat, what you wear, who you with, what you let go on around you, because all these acts I deemed to be unclean. So that's how they knew Elohim had not called us under unclean, but under Kudash. Which means when I eat, I separate stuff. When I put on certain clothes, I separate them. I separate myself from people. They're like, man, you know, I don't like y'all. People sit around and always, y'all act like y'all all separated from people. The will of Elohim that I be separated. So I would know it. He said, go back, fool. I didn't call you no uncleanness. I didn't call you nothing. I call you under Kudash. So I told you what you do. These are your do's and your do-nots. See? Panah. To turn, to face, appear, to look, etc. Panah. It went look behind me. Now what if I was wrong? You gonna still stick it up there? No, I'm messing with you. Yeah, it still gotta be up there. That's how we get right. But you see, these different things we need to learn. They knew it meant turn toward or turn away. Y'all got it? And all these things we learning because now we've read 1 Thessalonians heard for how many years, but we never understood it. We just said, he didn't call us unclean, he calls us unholiness. What that mean? He calls us unclean, he calls us unholiness. What did they designate unclean? When a woman was in her menstrual, she sat down and she did certain things. It was considered what? So I know I couldn't come near to her approach in that manner. Because he didn't call me unclean, he called me in the Kodash. See, he covered everything. Oh no, can we do that? That's what the whole book about. I want to say he ain't called me unclean. How I know that? I need to go back and read the book where he called me. The book where he called me going to tell me what he called me to do. I said, oh, can't do that no more. That's unclean. Oh, that's all right. That's clean. Oh, can't do that. That's unclean. Okay, that's clean. That's how I know. If he ain't called me to do it, I need to know what the book is. I can't use no one situation if he has not called me. Didn't he call me? So when he called me, what did he call me to? Now he told me he therefore the despiser not who? But who? Who did what? And Musa said, and who is me and Aharun that you should hate us? That's what he told the people. The people hated him. Musa asked him, he said, who are me and Aharun that you should hate us? He had given them his Ruach HaKodesh. He gave them the word to give to us. And the people hated him. And he let them know the same thing it was with Musa and Aharun. We ain't the people you need to hate. You despise Elohim. All right. I just want to make sure we get it right. That's two.